So, who remembers what happened last time on
I do.
Asorans Broad? I'm actually gonna roll a dice because we have people that are not original players here, and I want to maybe force new people to do the recap. Rasmus, what happened last time?
What happened last time is after a peaceful morning in the village, a guard from the west fortress rode on a horse that he was grievously injured, warning us about a military group coming in and invading. We managed to round up all the civilians and fend them off, and even managed to kill three of them, actually, if I remember correctly.
One of them killed themselves.
I still count that as a kill for us.
One of them killed themselves. One of them drowned. One of them blew up.
Oh yeah, the bomb. I forgot about that. Yeah.
One of them got hit in the face with acid, but I don't think he died.
He didn't die. No.
No, but
He is just horribly scarred.
Yeah.
He's just very badly burned.
We found out the militia group is called the Eclipse Sun. And after we managed to evacuate all the people with no casualties, mind you.
Yeah, not for their lack of trying, though.
It's more like we had the high ground.
And blew up a bridge, but
That's neither here or there.
And then we left. So, in the few days that it has been since you guys left, it's been about 4 days of walking to the west. If you look at the northern Shaoleng map, I'll bring you to it. You can see your village and where you currently are on the map here. If you press Control G, you'll see the grid. Each one of these squares is 48 miles, so it's 2 days walk to pass through one of them.
Okay, or a day probably with mount.
Yeah, or a day with on horseback.
but we also have a ton of people.
Well, yeah, the caravan can only move at 30 feet per round. Just normal walking speed. But the party is 4 days to the east of Xiliang on a small, sort of abandoned. The walls were there when you got there, but it was an abandoned hilltop fort that the party is taking current refuge in. While we decide what's going to happen. Everyone is still very unsure. The mood is very solemn. Let's go to the hilltop camp. You can press Ctrl G again to get rid of the grid. So, we zoom in to the hilltop grid. Is there anyone that wants to take the reins? Alright, then I will assign someone.
Yeah.
No volunteers, so I'm just gonna pick somebody. Alright. Ayami. Oh, Aimi. How do you say your name again?
I always pronounced it Ayami.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought it was. Ayami. It sounded weird for a second in my brain.
There
So,
should
Ayami.
probably be another A if it's Ayami, though.
Yeah.
Who cares?
But
It's
I
I'll
misspell
say-
everything.
Let's see. So, Ayami, you stand in the middle of the hilltop camp. The 3 horses you guys have been put away, as well as the wagons they pulled. People are set up, guard patrols are out. You sent 2 guards out a little while ago to get water from the nearby fresh river. It's only about a few hours walk away. What are you doing, Ayami?
Well, I think, being at the center, I'm here to provide mild spiritual comfort. But at the moment, I'm seeing how the cards say the day is gonna go.
Alright. Would you like to draw a card?
Yes. What roll is that again?
I will tell you in a second. Roll a d54. You shuffle your deck up and draw.
22.
All right. So you draw a card. As you pull the card shines slightly in the light. Just sort of the reflection of the sun right above you. It is the Brass Dwarf. It is the lawful neutral card of Constitution, showing a dwarf made of brass, like a statue. And it represents creatures, or a creature, in a perilous situation, but still standing strong.
The question is when we should get moving, I believe. We can't just stay here. If that force is marching towards us, they'll be upon us, and I doubt we could defend this fort against them.
That is why the, the fort was a day's walk away from the main road. That's why this specific position was chosen. Ami, as you draw your card, Abeth, I saw you walk towards the small fire pit here.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I mean, how long have we been here for?
It's been only about half a day. You showed up very early this morning.
Fun. Alright, well...
You see, as you sort of sit down on one of these logs that is sort of laid out, you see Langshan is sort of aimlessly poking at the fire with a stick while you see, and you can smell especially, a small vegetable and meat stew is in this big cauldron here.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, like, I'm just more or less, for the time being, just staring into the fire. I think she's probably gone dry on liquor for a while.
There is some wine with them, but...
But, you know, being a hedonistic, it's like one of those things like, no.
The rationing of wine is awful for you.
Pretty much.
Sheng turns towards you. He says, Hey, Catwoman, how are you holding up?
What I wouldn't do for a nice glass of wine, mug of wine at this point. But...
Well, you should have grabbed some more from your bar.
Yeah, we didn't exactly have time.
Do you not carry a flask?
That went dry about a day ago.
That's a shame for you. I mean, he motions with his stick that's like slightly burnt at the end. He says, well, there's some wine barrels right there. Maybe you could ask the Lord to open them up.
I'll give it some thought after I rest my legs for a while.
I'm sure it won't be that big an issue once we get the fresh water. We have been drinking some of the wine, seeing as we didn't really have time to pack water. Once we get this fresh water, it shouldn't be an issue to give some wine out.
I'll ask him later.
Alright. Zhulang, let's cut up here. You and Boji are sitting on the ground near this, it's now not burning, but it's a charcoal-filled fireplace. What are you doing, Zhulang?
Probably just staring at the burnt charcoals. Boji, this is probably the most sober we've both been in a while. How are you feeling?
He looks at you and says, I'm feeling alright. He's just sort of playing with some dice. He's rolling the dice on the ground and sort of counting them up, and then he seems like he's playing a game with the dice by himself.
I should think that he probably also has hedonistic.
Yeah. Would you like?
He has a special trait
participant.
called he has a special trait called alcoholism. Um,
I wish I could have had that trait instead of taking Hindenist, but you know.
Did I buy into this game, Boji?
oh, I don't have anything to gamble with.
I will lend you money to gamble.
He sort of scoffs. He says, "All right, if you wish to play."
I will lend him 10 gold.
Okay.
Gives you for 300 gold. You're now in debt.
I was gonna say.
All right, you and Boji play a friendly game. If you'd actually like to roll flat wisdom, because none of you have profession gambler.
Well, I mean, he probably doesn't.
No.
To be fair, I don't have it either. I was considering it.
Flat wisdom?
Flat wisdom.
Alright. Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ.
And yes, don't even tell me about how Boji's wisdom is 26. I know.
He's a wise old man.
He's
I mean, that's-
he's formerly a monk,
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, he's also town elder.
but he's what's it called? But he's not lawful anymore, so he's lost all his levels.
Poor Boji.
So it's a tight game. You guys gamble back and forth with 10 gold and 10 gold each, and by the end of the games, you both still just have 10 gold. Not a lot really happens. You win some games, then he wins immediately back, then you win some gold, then he wins it back, then he wins some gold, then you win it back. It trades hands for like 35 minutes. Nothing happens. It's probably the most boring game of any gambling game that anyone's ever seen, but it's also the most even.
I mean, it's not like there's anything else to do. At least not right now.
We cut away from that to a small meeting with Suzune. I almost said Susan by accident.
I mean, if you say by accident, it doesn't matter quite.
Suzune, you're standing with Bailian. He is looking over the camp and then looking out into the distance to the north east, where he sent his 2 men to get water. He sort of reaches into the pocket of one of his side satchels and pulls out a small timepiece. He says, Suzune, it is strange. I'm surprised the men aren't back by now.
Well, you do have to understand, we did just flee from this. We just getting new to this area. They probably got a little bit lost. If you want, I'll go with some men to go find them.
I am sure there's no real issue.
Don't you?
It's only 2 hours walk to the river from here. Sure, if anything dangerous happens, we would have saw signs of it by now.
Yes, you have a point, my lord. I'll just, if the men don't come back within an hour, I'll go with one guard to go find them.
Alright. Bailian puts away his timepiece and sort of rests his wrist on his sword.
Oh yeah, my
Handle.
lord, how's your shoulder doing after you took that arrow?
It's fine. The Tarami woman, he motions towards Alakwa on the south. She says, she knows some healing arts. It's back to normal.
Oh, good.
These few days, my men have rested up. I believe that once we get a plan for where we're going, we should be set to move on.
And hopefully soon. We don't know when those militant group might coming around this direction.
Yes, I was worried of that. It's likely they'll be looking for villages and following the road. That's why I remembered this old hill fort. My brothers and I used to play war here when we were much younger. No one really knows about it.
So they shouldn't be searching for us in this area. Or at
If
least
they
keep
do
us-
happen upon us, he says, it would be by luck. Not by purpose.
This fort is very old. How old is it?
He shrugs. He says, "Before my time. Perhaps from the glory years."
Still quite sturdy. Surprised it survived this long.
Huh? It never saw real warfare, I don't believe. Just a simple outpost near the river.
Probably for reinforcements then.
Possibly. He says, "How are things holding up with you, Suzune?"
I'm doing good. I'm lucky that that militia's cannon didn't strike me. I'm pretty sure I would have lost a limb.
Yes, you're lucky not to be in the firing range of that bombard. It's good that we got out sooner than I thought we would.
I still find it strange that they didn't try to take the town. They just burnt everything down.
Perhaps raiders. I am unsure.
They were too far organized to be raiders.
Then, I do not know. Perhaps military forces from Zahoy. But Zahoy and the Emperor's ship have a treaty. It would be strange for the nation to break it,
Yeah, you do have a point.
especially without formal declaration.
Yeah. And that goes for their symbol, an eclipsed sun. I've never seen anything like it.
I have never seen an eclipse. I know the term, but he motions up. Obviously, he doesn't have to say anything because because you live on this planet. Arella doesn't have a moon. This planet has no moon. So the idea of an eclipse is very alien, but the term is known.
Who blew up the moon?
The moon, originally the moon was a manifestation of the mother goddess, and when she died, the moon also was destroyed.
Man, people really out here killing goddesses.
That was a long time ago, and that's like the whole catalyst for this entire universe, or this entire plotline. But yes, she's dead, rip. He says, "Zahoy is not far from our village, but I'm still..." He sighs and shakes his head. "I'm sure that more important men will discuss this than us."
Yeah. We just need to hope that we can find somewhere to put all these civilians.
Yes, we should gather up the guards and that those that fought with us, and we should discuss a plan. In fact,
Yes,
we
we
should do that now. Go and gather who you can.
Right away, my lord. I'll start gathering anybody.
Okay, as you step down, Zulang, you walked up to Ayami.
Yes.
What do you say?
Priestess. I
Ah.
see you messing around with the deck almost every day. What the cards have in store for us today?
Bronze dwarf. I hope I remembered the card. The bronze dwarf?
The brass dwarf, but yes.
Brass. The
Bro-
metal dwarf
The
of some kind.
the bronze dwarf is a different card. It's also a sexual position.
Uh-oh.
That's a joke, but yes.
I cannot get that spell yet.
Dude, it's the second level, but I'm just saying that is something you should consider.
But yes. Do you remember what the brass dwarf represents?
It represents a creature in trying times, but still standing strong.
Yes. There you go.
My cards are able to give me small portents of what is possibly to come. They've not failed me yet, and for the moment, standing strong seems to be the right cause. Well, not cause, but the right thing to be doing.
Oh, I can stand for a long time. Or you not.
Other than vague understandings of the future. They don't give me much insight. It's all in the interpretation of what the cards themselves represent.
Hmm. You should share this good news with everyone else. Maybe it'll lift their spirits.
I plan to. If we all stand strong, the day should go well.
I'm gonna go see if I can steal some wine. You have a good day.
Doesn't comment on it. Listen, it's a hard time. Go steal yourself some wine.
Okay. Julang.
If you can, you big turtle.
The wine barrels are here, 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 here. There's 4 of them.
Alright.
Alright.
What do you want me to roll, Tanky?
Do you want to sneakily do this?
Yes.
Okay, well, everyone can see you. So it's gonna be a hard roll.
Oh, no, I know.
Okay.
I don't
No,
know.
I'm not sneaking. I'm not gonna sneak. I'm just gonna do it.
Okay.
He's not trying to hide the fact that he's about to chug one down. He's just gonna do it.
Okay. As you go and what's it called? Uncork. That's the
Uncork?
word. Yes.
The lid.
This lid here. One of the guards yells out, "Hey there! Do you have the
I'm
Lord's
gonna
permission
start
to do
lifting
that?"
it.
He steps over. That wine is to be rationed.
We're getting water soon. It'll be fine.
The Lord said, when the water arrives, we can have the wine.
Then just dry me out in the meantime. I'll take all my shares right now.
I can let you do that. He sort of steps forward and places a hand on the barrel. Not without Bailian's permission. Or the permission of the captain.
Then do you mind if I take it to Leon and ask him personally?
He literally looks 30 feet to the right and sees Bailian. Why do you not ask him from here? You could shout.
Okay. Shouting's just such a waste of energy.
Okay, at this point, Suzun, you step down the stairs.
Yeah, I see the guard hassling the turtle. What's happening over here?
The guard turns towards you. Captain, this turtle is opening the wine before we get the water.
Kappa.
He looks at you. I apologize then.
Okay. Zhao, could you tell me why you're opening the barrel before the water comes?
I am thirsty and Boji is sober.
Well, the Xiao guard speaks up. He says, Zhu Lang, if you are so thirsty, the guards should be on their way back with the water now. Perhaps you could go and meet them halfway.
I am not thirsty for
I would
water.
I would not recommend that. We don't know this area well.
And you don't want to see Boji when he's sober.
The guard looks at you. Captain Su, it's your call.
I'll let him have a little bit of the wine. It shouldn't damage the reserves too much.
The guard nods and says, "As you wish." And he steps back.
Fish! They're giving us some free wine. You want some?
For once, finally, I'll say yes.
Just you two make sure not to drink all of it.
We'll only split one barrel.
Okay.
By the way, these are 50-gallon barrels of wine.
Oh,
You don't.
Tish's daily intake.
I was about to say, yeah, you can absolutely just have like a tiny bit, and that's plenty.
Yeah, but I'm about to black out before even the water comes.
All right, so you guys pour yourself some wine, and you have a drink. The wine is thick.
Warm.
It's warm. Yeah, the wine is thick and warm, and a little bubbly.
Well, I mean, I can at least chill it with prestidigitation.
Yep, as I say, with precipitation, yeah, it's just a chilled glass of wine.
Ugh. Thick wine.
It has been literally shaking in a barrel for the last 4 days.
So thick vinegar.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm surprised it's not churned butter at this point.
Honestly, Tish has probably been walking over to the barrel and casting prestidigitation on it every day.
Nah, probably
to-
not, because that requires me to actually have access to the liquid inside.
I was gonna say that way it doesn't actually turn into butter. Keep it at the proper wine temperature most of the time.
Actually, I just realized, I forget, we have ourselves a specific friendly mage.
Which one?
What?
Sugimoto.
Oh yeah, Sugimoto, yeah.
And I don't know what, he might have tears to wine.
He does not.
Oh.
He is a 3rd level wizard.
Well, I mean, it's a wizard spell, so I mean...
Specifically, he is a... What's it called? Of the Entertainer Wizard School.
Oh, so he doesn't have transmutation.
He is all about using magic and illusions and stuff like that.
He's an illusionist.
Well, it makes sense.
Also-
he is a merchant.
I think he's 1 level too low to even have this spell. Second level spell for wizards.
Yeah, it's second level werewolf.
By the way, he has an ability called Garbage Against Garbage, where you can create and shoot a stream of rotten fruit, soiled clothing, and other disgusting garbage against a creature as an attack.
I'm guessing that's
That is
to...
amazing.
The garbage beam.
He's a garbage man.
I don't know
He
why
gets
that's a
up on
thing.
stage
But
and
it's
he
in
throws
the.
garbage at everyone.
But it's with the Entertainer Wizard School. They're focused on singing, theater, and dance.
It's for the theater when somebody does a bad job. Boo! Garbage beam.
It does like a lot of damage, but it's all non-lethal.
Yeah, because you're hitting them with rotten tomatoes.
It's all emotional damage.
How do alchemists do their
By the way,
spells?
Tanky, in the meanwhile... I'm
Oh,
gonna
I could have
bring
Tears
him
to Wine
over
first
to,
level.
Oh.
the Lord.
Oh, what is that, Susan?
While they're drinking that, I'm gonna round up every civilian who can fight and bring him to the Lord so we can make up a plan.
Bring them to the common area. I don't think there's enough room up on that hill.
There's not.
Yeah, I'll bring him to the common area then. I'll be right back, guys. I need to go do something.
So you gotta round everyone up. Boji
But
is
yeah,
also in the
Fish.
meeting.
I could have Tears to Wine right now if I wanted it.
Oh, that is nice because I mean, let's be real. One
But I didn't
stupid-
pick it.
I know. I know.
You
But
can
it's-
get it next level.
No, I
No?
can't change my spells till 3rd level, I do believe. I would
Oh,
have
I
to
thought-
go back through.
Sorry, I don't know Pathfinder. I just remember typically it's like you gain a new spell every level, at least in 5e.
It's
Unless
just
you're a
like-
wizard.
Like, it's just such a nice
Yeah, I
spell.
guess I do. I do gain another spell.
Okay. We gather all of the people who aren't guards and are combat trained. Miura's not here. Miura is not even a player character. He's just a level 1 commoner.
I'm back.
All right.
Ah.
Susan, as you gather everyone up, you all sort of gather in the central area. But Boji is not part of the meeting, but he is sitting on a stool nearby.
He's listening in.
Bailian says, Alright, folks. We can stay here for a little bit, but we don't have the supplies to last for long. Once the water gets back, we need to decide a direction. If we're moving eastward towards the capital, or if we want to cross the river and move north. There are plenty of villages along the road from here to Lofen, as well as there are plenty of villages on the way to Chokang to the east. But through the east, we will have to pass through the rainforest, which will be more difficult, but the roads are well maintained. The path to any major city from here is more than a 10-day away. To the north, it'd be almost 2 10 days. What do you all think?
Okay, so Tenki, out of game. Where is my family's main house?
So, we can go to the Northern Xiaolang map. If you go to the top right here, you can see where it's a select map.
Yes.
You should see a map called North Xiaolang.
Yes.
So, here's where you guys are. And your family has a home here.
Where? I have to. Oh, okay, yeah. That is too far away.
Wait, hold on. I'm confused. What?
If you go to the top right of your screen, you should see where it's a select map.
Yes.
Click that.
I was in Xiaolong, okay.
Okay. And then
We are
you can zoom
here.
out
Mm-hmm.
and see the whole of North Xiaolang. Where your village used to be, where you guys are currently. Where he was talking about the eastern area, the eastern city of Chokang is one of the bigger cities in the area. But it is straight through the rainforest. Although it's not thick rainforest, it does go through the rainforest, and you may encounter mist there. Because the mist comes from the middle of the rainforest. Or, north to Lofen is a much longer path, and it crosses the river. However, it's unlikely that, or it's less likely that the raiders would move in that direction first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably moving
Yeah, 'cause-
this way.
Yeah, they would probably go in a line.
So, I can tell you a little bit about the political situation here, and where what is, which is what. So, let's see here. This area, I'm just gonna draw a circle and tell me if you can see it. Ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
So, these main four cities, Lofen, Xingsao, Kuotelung, and Chokang, those are the four main cities. There's tons of villages. I mean, Xiaoling itself, like just those four cities, the nation in between those four cities, including your village, extending just out to your village, have a population of 5.4 million people. Although most of the population is in Kotilung. That's the Empire of Xiaolang. That's the nation you guys currently reside in. As well as what's it called? The nation does extend down to Pender Chao. But Pender Chao is an autonomous city-state that does not recognize... Basically, they say, like, okay, if there's no emperor, then we're not part of the empire anymore. Then there's the coastal cities up here, like Qichun, Tengshu, Chengyang. This is the holy state of Poli. They are a draconic theocracy. They essentially are under one of the last surviving dragon emperors, and they essentially worship him and his claim to the mandate of heaven. Let's see. Down here across the coast, where you see Alma, Guangsan, Posu, and this city down here whose name is cut off, as well as most of the ocean, but not Zidao. This is Bashuan. It's a People's Republic. This is what's it called? A very classic, like, socialist state, like post-revolution China. All along the coast here. Let's see. Wa. The city of Wa, Sangpojian, Chenkiha, and Ayajindo, or Ayajimbo. This is the Republic of Goka. This is a presidential republic. They seceded from the empire a while ago. That's basically very simple. Then the cities of Tang, Shuazhan, Yingsachazi, and Lenachi. Lenachi being the city that was in between you and the mist, right? So the mist was in between you and this nation over here. This is the Citizens Republic of Zahoy. They are a military dictatorship. They're a citizen republic is what they're called. And that is where the forces came from, although they don't wear military insignia, so it's hard to tell, right?
It's the direction the forces came from.
Yep. Then the entire rainforest here, the Shao rainforest. Right in the middle here, there's Imealora. That used to be a wild elf city, but no one's been there since the mist took over basically the whole rainforest, so no one knows what's going on in there. And the mist kind of has snaked out and separated these four nations, although apparently the mist in between you and Zahoy, but in between the Empire and Zahoy, has faded away, and there's no mist in between Xiaolang and Poli up here on the coast. Across the sea, there's Minkai, which is my Japan analog. They're unrelated unless you guys go there. And then, of course, up here is the Parched Desert, or the Parched Wastes. Let's see. So, this is basically northern Xiaolang. Of course, there's more of everything in every direction. It's just so big that I can't just make it in one map. So, what is your out-of-character... because your out-of-character plans will obviously affect your in-character plans. Out of character, what do you think the best plan is right now, guys?
I mean,
Back through the mist.
Bruh.
How do you
Back to the people attacking us.
Not yet.
True. They would not go back to Xiliang, so you could just go back to the burnt town.
I mean, what? How do you point again?
With the space bar.
Nice.
Alright. Personally, I'm just me being a desert character, desert-themed character. I'm just eyeing this oasis area here.
That is a large. Yeah, that's a large sea.
Oh, okay, so it's probably salt water.
Probably yes. Remember that each of these gray hexes is 240 miles.
Yeah.
That's
And these-
a small inland sea.
Yes, and these lines here, these represent steppes. Like
Okay.
hills, obviously mountains, rainforest, etc., etc., etc. You get everything except for the steppes is obvious. But yeah, this is a desert steppe area.
I don't know. I just like. I don't know. I find desert settings fun for me. It's just what it is.
Honestly, I'm thinking of going to Lo Fang, because seeing the direction that the militant group came, it would be obvious that they would go here next.
I say we just skip. And just
Just
go
head for it.
straight
Well,
over.
like, yeah, like cross the river, then follow the river to the capital.
Yeah.
That's a pretty decent plan.
Keep
that's
ahead
good,
of them.
Yeah.
My first instinct is to at least warn them so they can mount a military defense.
Yeah, I was gonna say something so they can.
I mean, you're not exactly. Yeah, as I was gonna say, you're not exactly sure the size of the army. The army that attacked your village could easily be repelled by the Imperial military, unless there's more people coming, which of course you don't know.
Exactly. Which is one of the first things I would have hoped to do, but it's too very far away, is inform my family.
Yeah, your family's pretty safe,
Y-
at least right
it's-
now.
It's more to have them pull strings to make sure things are actually seen to.
And also, reaching Pedro Chow is difficult because of the mist.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's
I
only
probably
certain.
had to
I was
go
gonna say, there's
up
only
here.
there's only certain windows at which the mist recedes, and then you can walk out of or leave the city in a certain way.
When I was
It's like
sent
a
to be a
it's like a
shrine,
wave.
I probably didn't take this path. I probably was sent to the capital and then up and around.
I would say you were probably sent via the river,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense too.
and then one of the lesser tributaries of the river, which is not shown on the map, because I don't want to draw every tributary for every river. I mean, have you seen the fucking Mississippi tributary map? It covers like the entire United States.
We don't speak of that.
Let's see. So we got one vote from Zach, from Zhulang, to cross river, follow the river to the capital.
I'll also vote for that. I
I'll vote
probably
for
have
that one.
family members in the capital anyway.
Yeah, I mean, if it's going to Lofen, that's kind of going in the same direction that I'm eyeing anyway, so it's...
I mean, you're pretty much guaranteed safety in Kyotilung. This is the ancestral capital of the Xiao people. It's formerly a pre-calamity city that has been essentially repurposed and built upon. Although the only real pre-calamity stuff you can see is downtown, like the founding place. There's like broken or repurposed skyscrapers and shit like that. But pretty much everything around it is just normal city. I was gonna say, you're pretty much guaranteed a spot in like a refugee community there. you probably won't like go there and get a new house, but you likely will find safety, at least relative safety, in the refugee communities there.
One for going there is more to warn them so they can at least be prepared.
It's likely that the Imperial government will know about this within the day or two.
Okay.
Mostly because they didn't kill everyone, and
Yeah,
I mean they
and
couldn't have
also-
killed everyone from every village.
Yeah, and also remember the ending scene of last session. There were several burning villages.
Yeah.
And most importantly, the mist between this nation and the nation to the west has completely parted away, which everyone will immediately take notice of.
Yeah, that is true. I
Although
still think,
I'm all for going up this way.
honestly, I think either going north or hitting the capital. Because if we go to the capital, we can always say, we came here to warn you, we came here to drop off those who do not wish to move around anymore. We're going to go and
Find a new home.
find a new home.
But then where is that new home from there? I mean, from
That's-
Kotelung, you could charter a ship to anywhere on the planet, basically.
Exactly. I doubt I would leave the continent, though.
I mean, do you want to see
For
do you want to see the whole continent?
But no, I doubt I would leave, like, this area. I doubt I would charter a ship to, like, some other continent, is what I'm saying. It does not make sense for this character to leave this continent for the moment.
Let me pull up the paint so you can get a bigger view. And yes, this map is drawn in MS Paint. Don't judge me. It took a long time to do it.
He painted the map.
Wow.
So, the whole world, it's pretty big. I wonder why this comet looks like a dragon head. Ooh. It's almost symbolic. So, here we are, Kotelung. Let me get a red. That's the capital there. You pretty much could shutter ship anywhere. Go Minkai. You could just go to other nations. There's the many merchant republics of Minkai. There's the shogunate here. What's it called? The Iron Lords of Rashomon are up here. And then, of course, there's the entire other continent. Hey, that's where the Saturday game is, right there.
You know, Tanky,
Let's go there. I hear they're taking
Tanky,
people
we're
in
going
right
to
now.
New Chondath.
New
yeah.
Chondath. I was gonna say New Chondath. Yeah, you
We're
could.
going back.
You could go to New Chondath. The people, what's it called? Well, your guys' colony was right here.
We're gonna go to the failed colony.
But
I don't even know about it.
New Chondath and your failed colony, they've both lost contact with everybody else.
I had to bring it up when I saw it.
There's also this continent that's not been explored yet. This is Melania. This is my fantasy Africa.
All I know is under New Chondath there is an old god or whatever that thing was.
You could
that
go
makes
over
insects.
here and get captured by a kraken cult. That's fun. This island's controlled by a kraken. There's down here. There's the steppe nomads.
Like I said, I like desert.
There is the city of Sothis, which is my Egypt analog. It's like a giant city on a. It's very much like an Alexandria analog.
The problem is, I think currently the best place that we're gonna get taken in the easiest is in our own nation.
Well, yeah. Unless
True.
you wanted to settle.
I say, but this is remember that this is a place where much of the world. Remember, this is a nation where much of the world where much of the world is unexplored. So homesteading is definitely a thing. You could literally just go somewhere and be like, "Well, we live here now."
It's the reason why I'm just eyeing the parched wastes, because if there's one thing I know,
I mean,
about
there are
any-
people who live here.
Yeah, there's people who live there, but it's also one of those things like when it comes to a post-apocalyptic landscape.
I mean, if you want a
Usually-
real desert, go to the ash deserts of the Whispering Expanse.
Okay, yeah, the ash deserts immediately make me think, okay, atomic bomb testing.
And they're very radioactive, and everything is just ash. There are people who live here, though. In the
Yeah,
Plateau of
well-
Lang, and Face Bulwark, and Asarius, the City of Beasts. You go to Abaddon's Grasp, that's fun, where the plane of Abaddon bleeds in, that's fun.
Currently, I don't feel like having to sift radioactive dust out of my hair or sand.
But I mean, like I said, the
Yeah,
parts.
that
But the
doesn't
point,
sound
like, you
fun.
either have the atomic bomb testing grounds, which probably have interesting ruins of of the old world.
I mean, there are plenty of sick lands around here if you want to go to a radiation-infested
Nah.
place.
No, at least not.
Yeah,
at least
no.
probably maybe.
Let's
the
go. There's
far
sick
part
lands up here. This is all sick lands. Over here, this is all sick lands.
But I mean, like the parched wastes just kind of scream unfound treasure.
You could.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
that's-
there are a lot of buried tombs and pyramids here.
If we go to the parched waste, I am gonna be screaming unless I get water.
It's the reason why we're probably going to be like along the coastline. Of
Yeah.
the
Go from Sothis across the desert to the Scarab Wall, cross over, say hi to the Scarab people. I'm sure they won't eat you alive.
Like it's more of the thing like the parched.
I remember
waste.
this. I remember that this
What they
Earth,
had-
this what's it called? This planet is round, so there's all the way over here too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
this
So it's
side.
all the way over.
It's all the way over here.
This continent's much bigger than the other ones.
So if anything, we're on the main continent.
You are. Yep, you're on the continent of Asora. Let's see. Continents are Asora's this one. Oh my god, I gotta get a bigger brush.
Or maybe a different color.
Yeah, or maybe a different color.
Okay.
Green. This is Asora. Oh god, green's a bad choice. Black. Yeah, there you go. This is Asora. This is Melania and Zenchul. Vizon is down here. This is Avalon.
Okay, so we found Fantasy Europe.
This is Kalmaktama.
I was about to say that as well.
This is Ekrun. And I don't remember what this continent's called. I have it written somewhere, but it's called something.
I mean, it links up to the main continent we're on, so I mean.
Technically Asora.
Yeah.
Big on the technically.
But yeah, it's the reason why it's like if I want to go to the parched waste, if anything, settling near Lowfin.
And the places where I have nothing written for them is this. I'm putting an X there. It doesn't mean you can't go there, it just means that there's nothing there yet. This. That.
Wait, you don't have anything written for Avalon?
Nope.
It's just the Feywild.
I'll be right back again.
That.
Because Avalon is technically
Nothing.
a-
Well, I have idea. I know what's there, but I don't have anything like statted and written.
He doesn't have anything solid yet in place for that.
I said the last 6 years of my world building have been all here, baby.
We could tell by the designs.
We can tell because there are a lot of cities up there.
I said, yeah,
Avalon
my
is the dragon country.
this whole area here is where the Imperium of Dragonkind comes from. All down here, there's a whole nother nations and stuff like that.
Fairies.
I have
That's
what's it
all I
called?
can
All I
think.
know is that this place here is Bretonia. They're my fantasy France equivalent.
And yet they're called Bretonia.
Yes, for after the Bretons, like Brittany. Not Bretonia, it's Bretonia. Breton.
Ah, founded by their great leader Brett.
Yes,
You
Brett.
have the Empire of Man.
Empire of Men is not in this. There's an equivalent to that. There used to be an equivalent to that in space, but they're dead now.
Rip.
All but the God Emperor of Mankind sitting on his glorious golden throne.
Then you're going to want to talk to Amun. He in Sothis. He is mummified alive. To keep him
Does he
alive.
have one cool
Wow,
glowing
that
red
weird.
eye?
He does not.
Ah, he's not a God Emperor then.
He's a telepathic sarcophagus.
I mean, that's pretty cool.
So I've drawn all over this map.
But so he has a text-to-speech device.
So, the continent in the south was the most interesting.
Vizon. Let me pull this up again. You're talking about Vizon?
huge and then two. Very
Vizan, I can tell you a little bit about the history of it. It was where the Lothorian elves lived. They were a race of evil elves that mimicked the Deva, which I think you know the Deva from Skulls of Scardale.
Yeah.
They were the people who the Sun Call worshipped.
Yeah, yeah, the ones that we eliminated.
Yeah. They used to exist here like a long time ago. They enslaved Taram. But then the mythical figure Lu Bu led a army all the way down, beat their ass. Then the Beast Folk happened, and it totally destabilized the entire empire because the Beast Folk just suddenly appeared everywhere. And then Lu Bu led his armies, and they just kept going, and they were never seen again. This place is totally unknown. There's no known major civilizations. It is mostly Beast Folk tribes.
Man, Lu Bu, Alexander the Great himself.
Yeah.
He just
Damn.
ran off and died somewhere.
Wait, no. Lu Bu did get seen again because he returned 600 years later and fought the last Dragon Emperor. With a reincarnation of the Seven alongside him.
Okay. All I'm imagining is a big buff man riding a horse and fist fighting a dragon.
It's similar.
Yeah.
But after the fight with the dragon, he was apparently destroyed, and he's never been seen. But he did get chopped into pieces here by the leaders of the Lotholian elves, and they put him back together. There's a whole story behind that. It's like a whole myth. It's not important right now.
We're gonna go find some Lu Bu chunks, I guess.
I mean, but yeah, like ultimately, it's like, where do we want to, in the future, just have our village be in?
Village, city, anything.
Yeah.
The whole
like,
world is
Go
up to
to
you.
Africa.
So, if we're looking to build a city, I might have the best connections to get something like that done.
But we still, like, it's more the case of where do we want it to happen?
Exactly.
Fantasy Africa is pretty cool. You could colonize it.
Yeah.
You could literally
Oh,
colonize
no,
it.
colonizing China.
Not again. They've already been colonized several times.
Actually, they haven't yet. They have many thriving civilizations here. I can't tell you too much about them because it's all spoilers. That's like an expansion. You can't go here until level 70.
Damn.
Oh.
Wait. Oh, wait, yeah, you can reach level 70 in Pathfinder. Man, we're gonna be here for a while.
That was mostly a goof related to World of Warcraft, but yes.
God, what other classes am I gonna take?
That is how Pathfinder works.
If we're looking to build a new city,
I mean, what's it called? If you have questions about a region that you are interested in, literally just ask because I wrote it all.
honestly, settling on one of these islands that are somewhat near,
Like these ones
would
here?
be, like, yeah.
Outlying
I was
islands.
thinking of that well.
Yeah, there's islands like
thinking
this
of-
one. This one's apparently uninhabited. It's got no major cities. There's some over here. These are all in Minkai territory, though.
What about the one right under Chang Yang?
Yeah, with Changyang.
This one right
Like-
here?
No.
The one that
No,
literally has
under the
Changyang
word.
written
Oh.
on it, but
This here? There are no major cities there. People do live there. That's a part of the holy state of Poli.
Yeah, let's not go to a holy state. That is.
No. We don't want to
My
start anything with
ancestors
God.
would not approve.
especially considering I am going to make
You
a
could
spell
go
to trap people in
You could go worship
Oh.
a dragon emperor.
No.
That's pretty cool.
Listen.
Oh, you guys could go
don't-
to Jidao and live with the fish folk.
I mean,
I would love that.
I know. Zhu Lang would
That'd
like
be
it.
pretty
but-
baller.
I cannot
Swim.
swim.
Zulain cannot breathe underwater.
No, I was thinking Suzun, like the person, like who's our turtle folk?
He cannot breathe
Zulain.
underwater. He's a turtle.
He's
He
the
could hold
turtle,
his
not a
breath for-
tortoise.
I can hold
can
my
hold his-
breath for a long time.
Yeah, he can hold
I
his breath
cannot
for a
breathe
long time.
underwater though.
I mean, like,
Give me a
what's the-
few levels and I will.
You could literally go to a dwarven city. Keltaram.
Are there any
Deltarune.
old abandoned dwarven cities we could go to?
I don't want to live in the mountain. I'm just saying.
on the
Yeah,
map,
no,
yes.
I don't think that's fun.
There's one. It's calledEgyar.
That's super
That is
fucking
too far away.
The Seven were there once,
Jesus,
and they
no.
found out why you don't want to go in there.
Oh yeah, Wipeout.
Oh, is that where the 7 got TPK'd?
No. They got TPK'd with another with a fight with their big bad guy. They lost the final fight with them.
Man, I hope we can get a cool title.
I
know
mean,
why
I'm just
we
trying to
would.
like.
I mean, when you're
Good time.
reincarnations of mythical heroes, you get cool titles. What do I say? I mean,
It's the reason why, like, there's that one hex, like, to the northwest of Lowfin that's kind of bordering the.
oh, this right here.
Yeah, that right
Again,
there,
you're
because, like,
looking at the Oasis, the
Yeah,
inner
look-
sea here.
Yeah, the inner sea, because like posting there is like you have access to the major sea.
I
for
don't
great-
actually have that place rolled, so I don't know what kind of sea that is. I could roll it. It could be like a Red Sea type, like
or
completely
it could be
useless.
or it could be a completely freshwater sea. In
Yep,
which case...
I don't have the. I was gonna say I don't have the environment rolled, so that's a totally unexplored hex.
Honestly, yeah, that might be a good place to.
Let's go.
Because
Oh, I just
yeah,
saved it.
Because think about it,
Okay.
we would be a coastal city. We would have access to the parched way, so whatever treasures could be in there, meaning we could literally have our entire enterprise based off of salt and like
Treasure
relics and ancient relics.
Okay, so we're just gonna be playing
So
modern
we're
Egypt.
so we're doing tomb robbing now.
Yes. Hey, it's not tomb robbing if you don't get caught.
Yeah, it's not stealing if you don't get caught.
I think that is where we want to head eventually, but we need to secure funding if we're gonna build a city.
Not necessarily, not really.
No.
You could literally
We
go
could
there
just
and
rough
chop
it.
trees down.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could go there and just rimworld it.
I mean, it'd be hard, but it wouldn't be impossible.
Plus, it would give us more levels.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like he said, as soon as we settle, it's game over.
No, it's not necessarily game over if you guys don't want it to be. You guys,
I mean, it just
you guys
gives us
could
a new
literally.
house.
I was about to say but it would literally be a boring game if it's like, well, and then we live for the rest of our lives, but we continue playing the game.
It's the reason why I was suggesting that area, because at least then it's like, oh, hey, there's, like ancient ruins. Oh no, we awakened an ancient horror.
For all we know, there could be a temple off the coast that is sunken into the ocean. We could find Fantasy Atlantis.
Yeah.
That already exists,
Titans too.
And it's right
Yeah,
here.
It's the Dow.
Tenki, I don't know why, but I really thought you were gonna go over to New Chanda. It exists!
Just put salt in that wound.
I mean,
Ooh, you could go up to the what's it called? The Ice Islands. Live with the Viking.
I was gonna say
That'll be fun.
That looks like Greenland. I was about to say that looks like.
So that's where
Greenland.
my fantasy Vikings come from.
I don't want to deal with the sky. No,
No, but I
don't
agree
wanna
with
hear-
Fish.
No offense, I don't want to hear your attempt of a Scandinavian accent.
I'm honestly,
Thank
I'm aboard on the Oasis.
the small inland sea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Large inland sea.
I mean, to be
that
fair,
that inland sea is about 20 miles wide.
now, granted, the real question is if is it like a Red Sea situation? Is it a freshwater sea?
You
like
you
a-
don't know.
We do not know.
We don't
We
know.
don't know. At the moment, we don't know.
We can go there and find out, though.
Yeah.
Yes,
we
Yes.
you're good.
that.
Well, we should probably stop at Lofen then. If we're planning on building something there, we should actually get
Yeah.
supplies.
Well, which requires
Axes.
coin, which I don't know if we would have the kind of coin needed.
If we're worried about funding, we
You would
could-
need to go to a city, charter a boat, or walk around. You could technically do that. And you would also have to convince the whole village to come with you that way. You would still be in the borders of Xiaolang, and therefore you would still be subject to all imperial laws and stuff like that.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
I mean, it's the
we're
kind of
keeping
things
it.
that we're already used to following anyway, so.
Yeah.
Right next to the Sea of Conflict.
Exactly. We're never gonna run out of things to do.
Yeah, we could go fight some fucking
Yeah,
fish people there.
You could fight
We
some.
could go
You could
fight
fight
the
some.
Japanese.
You could fight some Woku pirates. That'll be fun.
Ooh, that's fucking amazing. Fucking.
And then
pirate fighting, hell
Badin
yeah.
tribesfolk and Siandi lizard folk. You know.
Whose tombs we are gonna be robbing.
Yeah, basically.
Sorry,
They don't need
raiding.
to know that yet. They don't need to know that yet.
Pilfering, even.
No, repurposing. Repurposing.
No,
Giving
'cause-
to the British Museum.
Exactly.
I mean, Xiaoling already did own this, pretty much, like, Xiaoling used to own, like, what's it called? Former borders of the Empire of Xiaoling before the collapse used to be this.
Big.
Looks like an upside-down dick.
You did that on purpose.
I didn't originally, but now it is. Here, I'm just gonna... There you go.
You
I
need
could
to-
never conquer that strip for some reason.
Let's see.
It seems like a decent place to settle.
Yeah, because there's a lot of available resources to probably use.
It is a very
Uh,
diverse topographical area.
The only thing you need to worry about is tropical storms. That's pretty much the only issue. You're
Yeah.
even far enough away that the mist isn't an issue either.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure when the tropical storms come, we'll already be ready by then.
I mean, we could just retreat into the steppes if we have to. Those would
Okay,
pretty
it's a hurricane
rough,
time. Everyone pack up. We're going to the desert.
right?
No, we just take refuge in our salt mines or some tomb we have found.
Or I will place this idea here right now. We become
Howl's moving
nomads.
castle. Howl's moving castle.
Yes, and become
Yeah.
nomads
And never
To
settle?
make a moving castle.
and never settle.
Just travel until all you guys are all dead?
Oh, no, it's just Howl's moving castle. It's just your entire...
I mean, if you want to be a nomad, you get some horses, go down here, become a steppe nomad.
I mean, we'd have to convince the folk for that way of life.
Yeah.
But if we were to let you do
No,
like an
I was gonna
advanced
say, if you're a steppe nomad, you don't need to convince anyone anything. You just live in the fucking wilderness.
Good old
Oh, no, we-
Howl's moving city.
Yeah, that's the exact
Yeah.
thing. Let's just imagine.
I would love to build a moving city.
Honestly, if we want to do a moving city, this area up here might actually be a decent place to start.
Up by Lofan.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because a diverse area for a lot of different resources.
And we might be able to plunder the necessary, probably extremely potent magic items from tombs.
Yeah, you have a point there. Yeah,
Super
that was-
cursed magic items.
That
Listen,
we're gonna sell to gullible losers.
Hey, Tanky, you should always know if people have money, they want the rare shit. Okay.
You could
Oh,
also
right.
go. You could also go all
There's
the way to
always-
the west and live in Quan Lai. That's the tropical.
Let's
Yeah.
do a
People
Final
want
Fantasy thing and
dangerous
just
items
pretty
for
much become the
collecting.
Alligans, like just unearth Allegan Empire, use their airship, live on.
I'm not far enough into Final Fantasy to get the reference.
You
I
know
haven't-
the
I haven't-
board?
I haven't played in like 8 months. I played for like 20 levels.
yeah,
There
guys, it
is a
looks stupid.
there is a possibility of us finding an airship.
Airships are a
There's-
common thing.
Yeah, but how common are giant walking cities?
Not. Gnomes actually do live in giant walking cities, but there's no gnomes on this continent. Gnomish cities are a staple of Ikroon, the continent to the north.
So what you're telling us is we have to go to Ikroon and heist a city.
You could,
Or
you
at
could
least heist a handful of gnome engineers.
yeah, you would have to heist
that.
people that know how to move a mechanical walker with a neighborhood on it.
Honestly, that doesn't sound terrifying, but the idea of just a slowly hovering Doom City,
Well, like a Nax Remus style, like
like a
Floating-
Death Star. Just,
we unfortunately do not have the funds for a Death Star.
Damn.
just go talk to the Galactic Bank. I'm sure with the Empire gone, there's plenty laying around.
We can't get off planet.
I mean, we probably could.
We would die instantly.
Well, we would
Yeah.
have to really find some.
Listen, we're just gonna start off with the Gnome Space Program. Who has the highest strength stat?
That would be me.
Cool. You're going to be attempting to punt a gnome into orbit.
Now I just have the image of him just kicking the absolute shit out of a gnome into orbit.
Just a full soccer goalie.
Or football, just punt the fucking ball like that.
But anyway, I do think that area near the inland sea, the medium-sized inland sea, is a good place if we want to settle down and just do small
Yeah,
things.
do small
Oh, no,
things, work
I'm
towards pretty
agree-
much.
Yeah, I'm agreeing.
Yeah,
with you.
work towards a moving city.
Yeah,
We don't need no
Right.
gnomes.
Well, we'll probably need a couple, but I mean, you know, we'll sort
mean,
that out when we get to that point of being able to.
we have to
do-
cross the Sea of Conflict to get to the gnomes anyway.
Yeah.
And you'll also have to go through this area in the Pactor Sea here where that's filled
point
with...
being, it's like once we reach that point, we'll probably be high enough level to reach that achievement of making a mobile city that can just do things.
I mean, you could just buy an airship. That'd be cheaper.
Yeah.
How much is an airship?
I could literally give you an answer for that. One sec.
Well, we would still
I
need
already-
to get the currency, which means we would still need to
We-
settle down and actually be.
And
able
you'd have to
plan.
pay for Ethereum fuel.
I think
But an
it's like
airship is
5,000.
50,000 gold pieces.
That's
Right.
achievable.
I once
Yeah,
bought
that's
an
good.
entire small fleet of them to crash into a man.
Point being, it's like we still need to settle down somewhere to make money.
You 9/11 the guy?
I 9/11'd an asshole. Also, none of us had proper build, and literally no one in our group could hit him.
So you bought airships to crash into a guy.
My secondary
I'd
character
say
after my
that
first
is-
one,
That is
Yeah.
stupid, and I hate the DM that allowed that.
he gave me like 1,500,000 gold because he misread the starting wealth for a level 15 character.
Fun.
That was for an
Bruh.
entire group. And I explained it by saying I had conquered a kingdom with TNT and just pilfered their coffer.
So, gang. Inner Sea seems to be what we're at.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Alright,
can
so.
probably secure us some fun day.
I mean, if you're adventurers like break the economy anyway.
I mean, yeah,
Well-
you have a point.
I also have a
Besides, we-
family.
Yeah, but your
We're-
family is probably
we're-
not wealthy enough to buy a city.
No, but
Little
they
Tomb
might
Raider
not
never
buy
heard
a
of that.
city, but supplies like axes.
You would also need to fill forms out and get like a charter to build.
Exactly, my family can help with that. Nobles
Or
are.
we just ignore the
bureaucrats.
rules and do it under the radar.
We'll grandfather it in later.
The under the radar entire city.
I think
I
we're
mean,
starting with a
it's possible.
town. We don't have an
Alright.
empire backing us up if we're doing it under the radar.
We could just do a Pender Chow and be like, we don't recognize you because there's no emperor.
I mean, that's where my family
But
lives.
I'll say, but Pender Chow has a military force to back that up.
Yeah.
And we
It's-
have a hulking turtle. I'm pretty sure that'll scare them off.
You
So-
almost died in the last session.
I
Tanky,
did not almost die. I had multiple backups.
if I remember correctly, Pender Chow is around where my family has a home.
Yes, your family has a noble villa in Pender Chow.
So that's probably where they work.
Likely.
The Pender, like it's just it's a track.
I'll say, if your family are nobles, they likely don't work. They just exist.
I thought they did bureaucratic work.
Yeah, but so does every noble family.
Yeah, and let's be honest.
Yeah, my parents probably don't work, but their brother does.
Bureaucratic work for a noble is just partying 24/7.
Not really.
A noble's work is keeping up appearance.
Why do you
what's
think
it
I'm
called?
out here in a small town on the border of our nation?
It entirely depends on, are your family nobles or are they bureaucrats? That's
They're nobles.
I'll
was
say,
the
yeah, those
original idea.
are two different classes of people. They maybe are on the same standards, but whereas a bureaucrat works in a bureaucratic system, a noble is entirely wealthy via their blood.
I mean, with the things I was hinting at in my backstory, yes.
So nobles, yes. Okay.
It's fun to have feared ancestors.
You would just have to convince your family to give you money to build a city in the desert.
No, near a desert.
Near a desert. We're not going into the desert yet.
Hey, Tanky, with my next character, would you like a more detailed background?
It doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
If it comes to it, yes. So
See, I don't know if I can convince
we go
them
back
to
to
give me money.
in character. Assuming this entire conversation took place over the course of about an hour, in character.
Oh, by that time I have the guys with the water come.
No.
Yep. Well, I'm off of the guard then.
The meeting ends and Bailian says, he says, "It would be possible. I'm certainly saying that it's possible. With the backing of my house, we could find a new home there."
If need come to it, I can see what my house is willing to give as well.
Ayami, I was not aware you were noble.
Oh, yes. And you see, she kind of moves part of the priestess robes to the side. She's had them, like, very over-tucked, showing off the sigil of her, the crest of her clan.
It is not one I recognize, although, if like you said, it is from Pender Chow, I have never been.
Yes, that is where we hail from.
If we need supplies, I can get with my merchant friends. We turtle folk do travel the waterways a lot.
Bailian says, well, we have a basic direction. We'll head north as soon as we're ready.
I'll excuse myself and tell the Lord I'm off with a guard. I'm off with a guard to go find.
Bailian
water.
interrupts you as you're about to leave. He says, Suzun, I would not simply send you and another guard off to find two men of equal standing. Take the group with you. All of you together should have no issue.
You
Especially
sure?
your turtle
We
folk
shouldn't-
friend.
You sure, my lord? Shouldn't we leave some people here to guard the?
He motions around. He says, well, almost all of the guards are here. Take those three with you. He points at Zulang, Abath, and Ayami. Take those three. Sugimoto and Nalakwa can help us here with the guards that we have left. Go and find those men. Make sure they didn't get lost.
Okay, my lord. I'll be back within maybe 2 hours.
He gives you a nod and turns to talk to these guys as you head off.
Yep.
As you group up with the rest of the squad. I like how the group doesn't even question. It's like, okay, we're going.
Listen, at this point, we need the water.
And also, they're unofficially drafted, so.
Yeah.
Used to
I
it.
mean,
Listen, by the laws of nobility, I technically own you all. So please
Well-
go that way.
I was about to say,
The
that
top-
is the
the law-
question. Does
the
he,
law of the-
though?
Yeah, by
I
the
am
law-
not
He
a
tech-
citizen of
So yeah,
this
he
village.
technically doesn't. None of you are serfs.
Well, no. What is the level of his house comparatively to mine?
About equal.
So he cannot own me
True.
unless he wants to fight my
I was
house.
gonna say, and plus his house is specifically, what's it called? I believe, I actually have this written down. The Leon dynasty is heavily invested in the Imperial Guard. They are, he's essentially from a wealthy military family.
And I'm from a wealthy magic family.
So
All of
Okay.
our most famous ancestors have been spellcasters.
Okay, squad,
Especially
we gather
that
up.
one.
Let me gather everyone up and copy paste you to the new map. So, you begin moving out of the camp and begin to follow the trail leading northwest.
Yes. Northwest.
Let me get a peepo. One sec, which peepo are we doing today? I have a lot of them. I have too
Happy
much art of my
people.
own. One sec. Here it is. Oh, that's too big.
Ah, there you are. Also, Tenki, I realized something. I was one cantrip off of my supposed amount because I got confused because of my Kitsune Dancing Lights cantrip.
Oh no, trust me, I was kind of the same way. I kind of forgot that I also get bonus first level spells compared to my.
Alright, here, let me grab your tokens and put them on the map. Oh, that's Peepo. Get out of here, Peepo.
Goddamn Peepo.
Damn it, people.
Peepo would throw her against the wall. Doesn't matter that she's a pixie and like a foot tall.
Listen, a pixie can still have a strength score of 30.
Peepo does not. Peepo was
That's a
very
bodybuilder. That's a
Peepo was very
bodybuilder.
small and dumb. One sec. Peepo's only good score is charisma. So gang,
Ah.
who would like to lead the walk? And if you were going to do so, please give me survival.
Not me.
Yeah, who here
Hold on,
has survival?
No one here is good at wisdom.
The only decent wisdom characters are our frontliners, which is completely opposite of what it usually should be.
Yeah.
No one here is actually wow. No one here has a good will save. Remind me not to throw like a lot of magic at you guys.
Okay, I'll take you up on that.
Okay. Suzun, give me survival. As you were leading the group. You literally are leading the group.
Yeah, he did come. He did make me take the group.
You're also of the highest military rank here.
That's wisdom, you
I would
said?
say, Suzun is not in the military. He's just the captain of the guard.
Yeah, I'm not military rank at all. I don't.
I
have
was about to
rank.
say, he's a free contractor. Or he's
Well-
just there. Or he's just working because he lives there. But yes, give me survival.
Yeah.
Man, I had some sauteed shrimp for dinner. It was really good.
Mm.
I'm just disappointed I don't have more shrimp. That feeling when you eat something and it's like it's all gone and you're like, wow. I wish I'd eaten that
Nice.
slower.
Fuck
Ouch.
entirely.
Su Yun has gotten us lost.
That actually is lost because it's DC 10, and if you fail by more than 5, you become lost.
God
yeah,
damn it,
of
Su
course.
Yun.
I never said I was good. I only rounded the corners of the village.
So, about an hour into your travel, Suzun, you realize, Suzun, you can tell the group this, you have lost the trail.
Oh.
The
damn it.
footsteps, they become too hard to see.
I'll turn around slowly and I'll tell them I've lost the trail, unfortunately.
Yep, you crouch down, and you realize that you probably weren't following the trail for a while.
Following the trail. We went in the
I just-
wrong direction.
I just curl up a little bit and I'm like, stupid idiot. You're supposed to...
We didn't go towards the river, we went towards the road.
I don't doubt that.
Alright, that just, it doesn't actually fail, or do anything bad. It adds another hour to your journey.
Oh.
Okay.
As you realize you're going the wrong way, you have to turn around, and then realize now, okay, there's the trail. Give me another survival check.
Oh, boy.
Okay. I'm probably gonna suck at this as well.
Oh, it's only DC 10.
There we
Okay.
go.
Oh,
There you go.
oh,
Eventually
oh,
you
thank
find,
mother.
eventually you find the trail.
The awkward thing of having to walk back past the
As the camp.
town.
oh
Soon
my-
after walking, for quite a while, you hear the sound of running water. As well as, you hear the sound of, a sort of high-pitched, chuckling. As well as, you hear high-pitched chuckling, conversation in a language you don't speak, and running water.
You say that.
What language?
Is it Sylvan?
I
Yes.
know Sylvan.
I know Sylvan.
also no Sylvan.
Okay, you definitely can understand it. It's clearly something you can understand, but you're too far away to make out the words. And it is Sylvan, you can tell.
I'll have my
How about-
hand.
I mean,
I'll have my hand. I'll have my hand close to my blade and walk slowly.
All
The
right.
hilarious thing when
I mean-
everyone's
I mean, I'm a catfolk. Do you think I'd be able to?
Sylvan, is Sylvan one of your languages?
Sylvan is one of my languages.
Then yes. As you get closer, you can both see and hear what happens. Let me pull you guys to it. You're approaching from this direction.
I
You
know
take
the-
cover in some nearby bushes, and you soon, Ayami, and Ju all peek out of the bush like the Scooby-Doo. Like all from
No,
the same
not-
direction and stacked on top of
not-
each other.
No, not even that. You just see the silhouette of our eyes, just like in a
Oh, yeah.
conglomerate line.
I will say, at least 2 of our eyes glow.
Tell me when you're loaded.
Whose eyes are glowing? Oh, yours.
Mine glow jade green.
Tell me when you are fully
Oh
loaded.
shit!
Gilbin!
A giblin.
Gilblin.
One of them is dead.
Goblins, but with gills.
River Akuma.
Uh-oh.
As you poke out, you hear chattering, and the conversation ends, turning to a sort of gentle, chuckling laughter as these 2 giblins, or gilblins, are using their fishing spears to jab and poke at the Shao guard. They're not killing him; they're just torturing him.
Wow, rude.
Yeah.
As,
As I see that I'm walking out, blade drawn.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
sure.
please let me describe the rest of the scene first.
Yeah, I'll wait. As soon as you're done, though.
You
I'm
also
walking
see a
blade
hunched figure, a sort of mix between a humanoid with a. It's like they have like the skin of a naked cat with scales. As they are hunched, they're sort of chewing on the leg of this now dead guard here. One sec, gotta put him. Nope, get out of here. And this Gilblin is crouched down, drinking the water with its hands.
that thing has tiger stripes on it.
Okay, you step out.
Yeah, sword drawn.
Okay. As you do so, it's very obvious. It's not exactly very sneaky. And the Gilblins chatter and say, "Hey, hey, hey!" They stop stabbing this guard in the legs. And this Akuma turns to face you. One sec, let's get some music.
Poor guard's shins and thighs.
He is
No,
being
don't forget
stabbed.
my-
He's being stabbed
don't forget-
repeatedly in the ankles.
Oh god. Just be lucky you didn't got it stabbed in the Achilles heel. That would have sucked.
I was gonna say you actually could just heal that with magic, but yes, that would suck.
He was getting these damn ankle biters.
He was getting the munchkin treatment.
Let's see.
I've wanted to play that game. I've never gotten the opportunity.
Oh, Munchkin.
Yeah.
I've never played it either.
Side note, I didn't know that was a game. I just read it from something.
Yeah, Munchkin used to be an old term for power gamers.
Oh.
Game's
Yeah,
all
that's
about getting
amazing.
strong and going through a dungeon on your own.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, I've actually seen that.
So Munchkin's otherwise known as Power Gamer.
Yeah, I've seen that game actually. I
Yeah,
think
Will
it's a-
Wheaton did it at one point.
I think it's a board game as well.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, this music is quiet. You might need to turn it up. One sec.
That Akuma looks like a striped tiger fish.
It is literally the word Suiko. Literally means river tiger,
Oh well, yeah. Makes
which
sense
is
it
what
looks
this
that.
creature is called. Okay, this is quiet, so you might need to turn it up.
God dang it, Tenki, why is the music so eerie?
I mean, there's a dead guard.
Because
Or-
you're coming face to face with an Akuma, which is a corrupted yokai.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
The Suiko, as it sees you, it cocks its head in a cat-like way, and sort of stands up to its full height. It's about your height, Suzun, when it finishes crouching.
Oh, so it's the height of a human.
Yep. The Gilblins sort of take their fishing spears and make threatening gestures as the Suiko reaches down to the ground and picks up a long spear as well.
I know. We noticed that these things don't speak our language. I'll just scream out because I don't know that. And if you harm that man one more time, I'll take your heads.
I'll just translate.
The Suiko once again cocks its head and says, "Go now, mortals. Quit disturbing my meal.
That is one of my men you've killed.
The men have trespassed upon my river. I have taken their flesh and souls as payment." If you
couldn't
have,
just ask him to leave.
does anyone have knowledge, nature or religion? I can tell
Allow
you.
me to
Let me double
check.
check.
I can tell you a little bit about Suiko.
I have
I have-
knowledge.
I have
History.
knowledge local.
You would think Anime no May would have
Or
knowledge
history.
religion.
Yeah, I would think you're the priest.
I am a sorcerer, and I was only made to be a priest because I was the former next in line to be head of my family.
So no one
So
here
priest,
has any.
right.
Does no one here has any knowledge, nature, or religion?
No.
No.
Okay.
Can we still attempt to the check?
No.
No.
Yeah, because it's a trained skill is the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why I wanted the trait possessed.
You don't know too much about yokai and akuma, specifically the specific types and like what their weaknesses are, but you can tell this creature, because it's evil, it's not a yokai, it's an akuma. Specifically on Glaeus, when creatures such as yokai or humans or even animals are tainted by massive amounts of negative emotion, they can shift into akuma, which are demons. This Suiko seems to have a small gang of giblins, which often haunt the rivers around Shaolang, sort of just as pests, normally. The Suiko says, "It's too late. This one is gone." He motions with his spear at this guard. "Leave in peace, or you will be next."
I will not, unless you offer me the other surviving one. If you do not, I'll bathe the water with your blood.
You're funny, mortal. This river is mine. I am bound to it. You will not harm me here. Your men stole water. He motions to the buckets that are tipped over, you can see, nearby. He says, "They did not ask the spirits. They did not ask me. It is mine, all mine."
We did not know you lived here. We are refugees. We had no second thoughts of somebody living near the river.
Ignorance is no excuse. This is a land of spirits. You must always ask. And now they pay the price for their greed.
Then we shall finish talking with our blades.
If you wish. The Akuma sort of cracks its back and pulls its spear.
Roll for initiative.
Okay.
I guess that's a roll, yeah. How do I do?
You don't have to, because I've buttoned it up.
Mutagen. Tanky.
yeah.
Strength instead of con.
I was about to say, do we have a chance to do anything before roll initiative?
Yeah, you have a chance to do. Well, you're far enough away that you can do something even on your turn.
Yeah, I mean we're
Yeah.
fair distance back. We don't really have any artillery, which is upsetting.
No, I just need to mage armor myself because I die
Pokemon?
very
We
hard.
have more. Listen, we
You s-
are
did you
almost
say-
100. We are 100 feet away.
Did you say?
We have
Did you say Octillery, the Pokemon?
no, artillery. We don't have any. We don't have any ranged.
Why do I imagine one of us using an artillery as a gun?
It literally do be a gun though.
How do I
Yeah,
check? How do I
not
actually
wrong.
check? I'm trying to remember. How do I check the combat log again?
You could, if you want to look at the initiative, go up to window.
Just
Window
throwing
and-
other
okay.
characters work.
And then you can go to where it says initiative and make sure that's selected. Suzune, I already rolled your initiative, by the way.
Oh, my bad.
You rolled it again. I'm going to say back to 7. Because that's what it was at.
Okay.
How does throwing other characters work, Tinky?
We'll discuss that when you do it.
Okay.
Who are you gonna chuck?
You.
Oh God.
Fastball
least-
special.
At least Amy for the Akuma.
All right.
I literally
get
have
some-
a feat called Throw Anything.
That does not involve people.
Yeah, I know.
Aw.
It just makes me more accurate.
Let's see.
Now I'm just now imagine you sluggering somebody with a rock.
Okay, you're gonna want to turn this down because this is much louder.
Ah.
Thanks for the warning.
Ah, no, it's the throat singing.
Yep, this is
I
just
thought
the
it-
standard battle music for this continent.
You said it was louder, and I had it at 60. Yet it was loud as all hell in that one. Jesus.
Okay, Abeth, your turn.
So, standard action, casting shield on myself, because I just realized that, mage just has extra first level spells equal to their intelligence. And
Oh no, they don't have extra first levels equal to their intelligence. They get bonus spells based on their intelligence.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So like they obviously had their starting level 1 things, but also because level 1 they also get bonus because of their intelligence. That's the reason why I forgot.
Okay.
So yeah.
You now have 17 AC.
So, yep. 11. Yes.
Would you
no,
like to
17.
move?
No, I have 15 right now.
No.
I remember I only get +2 if I move 10 feet.
No, shield.
A shield gives +4.
Shield gives +4, yes.
So that's 15 because of my total AC is 11, 10 plus 1 from my. Oh no, actually right. I forgot my.
Your dex
yeah.
bonus is +3. +4, it's 10 plus 7. 17.
14, yeah, 17. Okay, I'm a dummy. All right.
Would
So,
you like to move? You can move up to 30 feet.
Yeah, yes. A whole bit swift action. Use an arcane point to enchant my scarf,
Okay, your scarf is +1.
and now I'm moving 30 feet. So now I have an AC of 19 because I have moved at least 10 feet.
All right. Ayami.
I'm going to, because I need to get closer anyway, I'm going to step out. I'm not moving as far up because I'm a backline caster. I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
All right. You wave your
And-
arms and create this ephemeral armor. Okay, you have mage armor on now.
That'll be my turn then. Move in armor.
Gilblins will go. All three of them go in a row.
Goblins.
They only have 40 feet of movement.
That's still a lot of movement. But hey.
Dang it, they're too smart.
Suiko. This Akuma runs over here. Positions here. He waves his hands and chants some words. And he's going to bless.
Ugh.
Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Goblins 1 and 2 have a +1 to their next attacks. Or 2 attacks for the next, 2 rounds. As well as +1 and saves against fear.
Good thing my thing isn't fear, it's confusing.
Suzun.
Yeah, I'll move. I'll get. Let me see. I'll move up to Goblin. To the Water Goblin 3.
Do you want to make that a charge, or do you want to move to him?
Could you repeat that again?
I said, would you like to charge him, or do you want to just move up to him?
I don't want to charge him yet. He has a spear. He has better range than me. I charge him, he could literally impale me.
Okay, so you move up to stand alongside Abeth.
Yeah.
Alright.
I mean, good, you're blocking it off from getting to me.
I mean, yeah, that's the point too, as well. Because he had a clear line of sight towards you.
Okay, would you like to do anything else before your turn ends?
I'll prepare an attack when he gets close.
Okay, when the Gilblin gets in range, you will slice with your Isimir Katana.
Yeah.
Alright, will do. Let's sec. Okay. One sec. Zhulang.
I'm gonna. Gotta remember what action is drinking mutagen.
I believe drinking a mutagen is a standard action. Which is fine, because you only have 20 feet of movement anyway.
He's a big turtle. A turtle. He can't move that much.
He's what you would call a thick lad.
He's a chunky boy.
Okay, but yeah. Alright.
Okay, 20 feet.
Strength mutagen.
Alright, 1 strength mutagen. Coming right up. +4 strength, -2 intelligence.
Correct.
The not chunky mutagen, the punch hard mutagen.
The buff mutagen. He just took some supplements.
Okay, time to basically do stupid.
Hey Beth, it's your turn.
Time to do a stupid. I'm going to use charge.
Okay, you can charge, yep. Who would you like to charge?
Are you gonna knock him into the water?
No, that charging is not a bull rush.
Charging,
Okay.
that will provoke from Gilblins both 1 and 2.
Do I have to do it in a complete straight line? Or...
You have to charge in a straight line, yes.
Yep, meaning you have to run in and out of their attack of opportunity range.
Which
Yeah.
would only provoke once because they don't have combat reflexes. But you would take 2 spear hits while running by.
Well, might is the key word.
Yeah, my.
Because I would running by, this would trigger my +2 AC, so I would be running by with 19.
You just have to think about what do you think their to hit is.
That is the question.
And remember, they get +1 to it.
Yep, and these
They
2
have-
get +1 to it.
Yeah, because they are blessed. They do have a +1.
And Tenki likes to crit people.
I don't control any of this. It's a random
mean,
number generator.
Yeah, it's not him. It's more past.
Tenki's luck likes to crit people.
It's just the hands of fate seem to hate people.
A particular someone.
You know what? I have a feeling things.
And also, being in melee with that Akuma, he's definitely larger and stronger than you.
That is true.
Yeah, I would not recommend to charge him. He stands at my height, and he does also have a spear as well.
He's a long spear, yes.
You also just charge this guy.
Yeah, I'll charge Giblin 1. Actually, no, I don't want to charge period. I'll just run up and just strike. I'm charging.
I say you might as well. Charging will give you +2 to hit, but -2
-2
AC.
which
Yep, so you're just
I
gonna do a
don't-
regular hit. Okay, you walk up. Give me a swing.
How do I do that again?
What you do is you click on your token.
Yep.
See where it says attack, frame,
Mm-hmm.
click.
Okay. Yep.
Then you select your weapon and then press attack.
Scarf. This will have.
A +1 to hit.
Actually, technically +2 because weapon focus.
Oh yeah, so it'd be +2 to hit. Well, that's weapon focus is already calculated in
Oh,
to
it is?
your attack. Yep. So it would be +1 to hit and damage.
Oh wow, that is
Ooh.
that is a miss. Regardless.
Yes.
Add.
Oh, I'm
Hold on,
sorry. That's not calculated. One. You have weapon. You really have a weapon focused scarf?
Yeah, a weapon focus bladed scarf.
Okay.
That is the nature that's the nature of bladed scarf dancing. You get that.
Okay.
But you lose.
Okay. You swing the scarf and the goblin ducks underneath it. He's much too small.
You didn't account for the height.
Ayami.
Let's see.
You got any buffs?
Buffs? No, I have fire. And confusion.
Something wizard duel.
Listen, I don't think I'm gonna be able to confuse a yokai that can actually talk.
I think all yokai can talk.
Most yokai can talk.
So this guy is...
There are some
Unless they
yokai that
have
are
a
just like
jaw.
sandals.
or a jug of water.
I'm not just checking. Like the scarf is using weapon finesse, yeah, for the roll.
Yep. It's using weapon finesse. You just rolled a 2.
Okay, I was just double checking. It's like, just wanted to make sure things were.
And then I added your weapon focus in that, so it would just be a 7, which still wouldn't hit. These goblins are wielding small bucklers and spears.
Well, good old Giblin 3, I don't have to make an attack against him because he needs to make me a wisdom save. A will save.
Okay. 16.
I think that passes. So he's immune to this for an hour.
Which
But
is an
it's-
entire battle.
Yeah, I'm trying to... No, he's immune to this all day, actually. 24 hours.
You could come back in 24 hours.
I don't think that guard's gonna survive for that long.
Yeah, it's will, and I'm guessing it's will plus 4 plus 10. Yeah, it's a 14 DC. It's the best thing I have at this point, though, because he can
Alright.
stab himself, and that'll be my turn.
Gilblin. 5-foot step. 5-foot step.
Yep.
Step.
Yep, he's in my attack range. That's gonna.
So,
happen.
Abeth, you still have 19 AC, right?
Yes, it's called 19.
Okay, I'm gonna do the 2 attacks versus Abeth.
Miss.
Okay, yep, you swing and dodge out of the way as they jab. As the goblin steps forward with his spear and shield ready, you swing down with the katana. Give me a swing. You chop this goblin's head clean off. Just breaking through the buckler as he does so.
Why am I getting initiative?
Because I deleted the goblin's token and it went back to you.
Mild confusion on my part.
Sweet go.
Did you add another Giblin into initiative?
No, I just deleted him. Because all 3 of these have different initiatives. They just rolled in a row. So they all go at the same time.
Oh, okay.
This Suiko turns over here. He points at you, Suzun,
Okay, I'm ready.
and
Let's
says
see
some
what he does.
words. He's going to cast Lesser Confusion.
Oh, good.
He's trying to do what I do. The bastard.
You are bewitched. Make a will save.
He's doing what Boo did in Dragon Ball Z. Instantaneously learned fucking instant transmission.
Give me a will save, Suzun, and you can add 1 to that because of your honor points. That actually passes.
Fuck
Boy.
yeah.
It's DC 12.
Fucking Tigerfish.
Actually, no, it's DC 13, but then Ty goes to defender anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Eat it, you Tigerfish bastard.
Suzun.
Yeah, I'm coming up to the Akami.
Okay. Is that a charge or you just walking up to attack?
I'm just walking. I'm not charging.
Okay. Give me a swing. Okay. He brings his spear up in defense. You swing down and it meets against the spear. He uses it to block as he pushes you away. Ah. You're going to need to try harder than that. Zulang.
Long arm extract.
Long arm extract. Okay.
Gives me reach.
Hey, you drink something and you now have long arms.
The long arm turtle.
You can now reach
about-
10. You can now reach 10 feet away.
He's about to go gadget pimp slap somebody.
Go gadget.
I mean, why not just go and... I mean, I guess that you don't have the movement to flank him.
You do, by the way, still have the hammer, Zulang.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's gonna bop somebody from.
Is drinking long arm a
Wait, wait,
standard
wait.
action?
Wait, can I flank?
Not from that direction, no.
No.
I should be able to go here.
All right, yeah, you could do that as well.
Yeah.
Still not flanking, though.
True.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
But I
his
can
next
get
turn-
into a flanking next turn. But
Yeah,
yeah.
and within
But at the
next
same
turn,
time,
he
you can
will-
also pretty much contest all 3.
Hey, Beth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I not attack?
Oh, is long arm extra not a standard action?
Oh wait, it is. Never mind.
Yeah, I was about to say that's why I was confused.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what? 5-foot step. And even though I will provoke,
No, my fucking path.
even though I will provoke, color spray.
South.
Yep, south.
Gilblin, yes, will swing at you.
I do not have. That still misses.
Yep, he still
That
misses.
still misses regardless.
Okay, you move your hand out, and there is a flash of colors, almost like an epileptic kind of thing.
DC 14 save.
Gilblin 1 passes. Gilblin 2 is blinded, deafened, and knocked unconscious.
Jesus Christ. He gave the
He's
poor
gonna have a bad
bastard
next
stroke.
turn.
That's if he has a next turn.
He's unconscious for 6
Color
rounds.
spray is OP.
He's pretty
low
much just
level.
out of combat.
I always say it, yeah, Color Spray is the most OP spell at low levels.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. He,
What kind-
he's the...
Hey, what school is that from?
Illusion. Ayami.
Speaking of which, I don't think they're gonna have an next turn.
Oh, a fireball's coming, I can tell.
No,
Fireball-
burning hands.
Fireball level 1.
I mean, Burning Hands is just a miniature fireball.
Yep, alright. That's plenty.
And
Okay.
that way I don't catch any of my allies in the cone.
Okay, you stick your hands out and a gout of flame shoots out.
It's 2d4.
Two automatically fails. I thought it was 1d4 because you only have a 1.
Ah, I have a background trait. I'm particularly good at burning hands.
Oh, you got that, what's it called? Magical aptitude, right?
Yep.
Yep, I gotcha.
My
So-
clan is very good with fire and illusions and enchantments.
Let's see. They both take it. Give me a slash roll space 2d4. Ow.
5. Dang. Didn't kill them, but
Gilbin 2 is immediately awake and still deaf and blind, but also on fire.
He's suddenly crispy now.
Gilblin's 1 and 2 are both considered fatigued because they're very dry now. They're not wet.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I've only used 2 spell slots. I could do it again, but that's my turn.
And you already
Gilblin 2
damaged him severely.
uses his attack. He uses his move action to stand up, which provokes from Zhulang.
Oh yeah, because reach.
Oh yeah.
The turtle's
wasn't
very
popping.
long arms reach over.
I can just imagine his long
Bonk.
arms reaching. He just starts to
Yeah, that's
strangle
dead.
the goblin.
He swings the hammer down. The Gilbin's skull is just ruptured.
That is the worst way to wake up. Stands
like-
up. Crack.
On fire,
stands up.
deaf, blind, stands up, beat to death.
Dry to the bone.
I can
Gilbin
just
1.
imagine- I can just imagine he's now in the ethereal plane.
Gilbin 1 will 5-foot roll. But then he can't do anything else because he doesn't have a move action. He will use his standard action to get up, and that's it.
I don't care. That works.
Suiko will 5-foot step. He takes his long spear and jabs it forward at you.
Miss.
You sidestep it and it swipes by your robes. Suzune.
Well, better slice him.
5-foot step.
Why does he
Get
need a
next
5
to him,
I mean, he doesn't need to.
so I can get on the opposite side easier. No.
10-foot step. There actually is a feat for 10-foot steps, but it's
Yes.
super dumb.
Yeah.
I'll
It's
get over here.
super situational.
But I keep forgetting about it, like step up.
Yeah.
Okay, you swing and slash this guy across the arm. 7 damage. It is reduced by 1 because their weapon is not magical. All Akuma, you know this is general knowledge, all Akuma have some kind of magic weapon resistance, and all Akuma have regeneration.
Oh.
Ah,
It's a great thing that my weapon count is magical now.
Yes. And attacks from cold iron weapons cease regeneration. Just like Faye.
Damn, none of us could afford them.
Yeah.
Not yet.
I mean, not with my salary.
Zhilang. You guys are getting paid?
You guys get paid.
Zhilang is about to do a bonk.
You get spell slots?
That is still not flanking, but you may bonk.
Yeah.
He's not hard to bonk. You have 20 strength.
Cave this fucker's skull in.
Crack.
That's dead.
As you smash the Akuma, there's a scream of pain from it as it burns away and leaves just water vapor behind. Ah!
The fade away was perfect.
It fades away with a Wilhelm scream.
Hey, Beth.
So 5-foot step, and I just kind of, I mean, it's overkill, but 5-foot step. Okay.
Shocking grasp.
Yes, combat. Like spell
Bruh.
combat, shocking grasp.
Bruh. The guy's already bone dry.
Yeah,
I'm
so yeah, he probably provokes an attack, but
I do.
We
What
just
if-
see that his lips are cracked
oh no, that definitely
I
hits.
actually stab you.
from Hell's
first-
heart.
He
Okay.
jabs you with his tiny fishing spear right in your thigh.
So attack frame, scarf. I get +2 to
Just +1. It's fixed
No.
now.
no plus. Remember, weapon focus plus magical one.
Oh, nope. The weapon focus is now added in. I fixed it. You just need to add the +1 from your magic weapon.
Okay.
Okay, and you shocking grasp. You swing the
Oh,
scarf.
Yeah, I mean that hits.
Yep, and you deal an additional. It doesn't matter. He has 1 HP,
Yeah,
but you
1d6.
can roll it if you want. You deal an additional 1d6 shocking grasp
How do
damage.
I do this?
You click the chat, click /roll space 1d6.
Yeah.
Wow, that was fast. You typed fast.
He plays Final Fantasy.
He falls over dead.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Speaking of, I'm gonna be right back. I got fondue. I'm gonna get some food. But yeah, we
Combat ends as you slash down the last Gilblin.
That Akuma was talking a lot of trash to somebody who got cut and bonked to death. I'll run over to the injured guard, by the way. Thank you.
Okay, you run over to him. The two women of the group just go completely blank stared.
Are you okay,
Weird.
man? Can you stand?
He says, "I don't think I can walk."
I'll carry you.
So- It's okay as long as you're still alive. What happened?
We came for water and we got ambushed. They were hiding in the reeds. Yes, those reeds. But I think that's all of them. There were only those 3 and the demon.
It's okay. Save your strength. We'll heal you back at the campment. I'll go grab the knocked over buckets.
Scoop up the boy.
I princess carry him
I grabbed the boy.
Also, we need a.
with my extremely long arms.
we need
I
somebody
caress
to
the
carry-
man's
You curl your arm. Your arms are so long you can curl them around his body.
I have yaoi hands.
Oh god.
Long hands. It's just the fingers.
We need somebody to carry the dead body of this
Here.
guy.
Push it into the river. He's dead. He's no use to us.
I at least want to give him an honorable funeral. Jesus.
Well,
I
then you're
say-
gonna be carrying him.
What better place to bury him than where he drew his last breath?
The normal burial traditions for Xiaolang is burning. Usually,
I'll carry him.
usually the body is wrapped in cloth and then burned.
Would
I'll
you like
carry
him incinerated, nice and crispy?
We'll do that back. We'll do that later. I'll carry the body. I want you to carry the water pitchers because we do need that.
You two, the most pathetic people, please carry all the heavy water.
Hey, that's your words. Don't take my words out of context here.
However, I will.
They are literally the most pathetic people in the
I
group.
could throw this guy on my back and carry 2 waters, one in each hand. I cannot be over encumbered.
I'll at least ask. I will do a proper little ritual before taking water, just so we don't get attacked.
Oh yeah,
The ancestors already said that's good.
the Yakima reforms. Just like, you didn't do it again.
Listen, you never know. There could be more.
Yeah, I'll
All
wait
right,
for you to do it.
you do a like small ceremony of asking the river for water. There's obviously no response, but after asking, you take the water to no issue.
You have to at least be respectful, otherwise bad things will happen.
Yeah, we just saw it happen.
I asked my
Exactly.
ancestors before we left the village.
All right,
Should
let's
be good.
see. Don't look at his arrow. There you go. Okay, gang. We scoop everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And we begin heading back.
So
after...
who here? So who here's a 9th level cleric?
Not me.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, no.
All right, as you guys
Listen.
are heading back, It's about sunset by the time you return. Okay.
Good old Mr. Gets Us Lost.
I said I'm a town guard. I was never given directions to begin with.
All right, you return back. Tell me you're loaded in.
Loaded.
Loaded in.
I'm loaded.
Okay, you're welcome to move however you see fit.
Alright, you can make the rest. No, I'm kidding.
Alright, throws him into the thing, killing him.
Puts him on
Fall
the
damage.
gently puts him on the bushes.
Gently push him on the bushes.
It's like nature's bed. The shout guards quickly run down and open the gate up for you. It's just a... Oh dear. You better get him inside quick. We're closing the gates up for the night.
This is why you perform rituals before you take water from unknown water sources.
Alright, you lay the shout guard down and... Alakwa sees through him. She's the one here with the only one here with actual medical training.
Yeah, despite my role as a priestess, like I said, it's a title, not an actual job for me.
And the body of the guard is set down here and taken care of by Miura.
I'll head over to the Lord and give him a report of what happened.
Right, by Leon, you see is standing and... one sec, let me grab Horse 2. I'm gonna name him... Horse 2, let's name Horse 2. Your name is... Slow Dancer. There you go. I name all of my horses after songs or bands. Leon is just petting Slow Dancer's snout as he turns around and notices you. Ah, Suzune, you've returned. It took you much longer than I thought. It was nearly 6 hours.
Got lost.
Alright, I suppose it happens to the best of us.
We have the water. Unfortunately, one of the guards died, and Akuma killed him with some water goblins.
Akuma. Alright. Suppose it
We
could not...
managed to save the other one though.
I suppose that is not something we could have seen coming. He says, alright. Place the water down over near the carts and we'll get set up and have dinner and sleep. He goes back to petting Slow Dancer. And you, Horse, your name is Crosstown Traffic, the Jimi Hendrix song.
I want you to name one D4C for some reason.
And this horse, your name is Beach Boys.
Hey, that's even better.
There you go. Now we've named all the horses. Now we're attached to them.
You know, I can't wait to find the horse that's named the Monkeys.
I mean, who
Just
knows?
for confusion.
Maybe the horse is really named Horse 3. That's its actual legal birth name. Who knows? All right, people are gathered about, drinking the water that you brought, as well as eating bowls. You are all given bowls of stew. The stew is like a, what's it called? It's like a thick broth with celery, carrots, potatoes, and a sort of meat, maybe like a yak or an oxen.
Or fish. We had dried fish.
Uh, Miura and Ayami, I assume you both take care of the body.
Yeah. I make sure he has enough light to work by. I have dancing lights.
All right. The body is wrapped up and brought out to the woods. A small stone pyre is erected, and the man is burned. And when all that's left is bones and cinders, the ashes are swept away into the woods and spread around into the dirt. And the bones are just left there on the pyre. It's very grim, but it is a burial site. Alright, Miura sort of sits down and begins to eat his stew as you're finished, Ayami. You come back from the burial and he's sort of sitting there, just kind of solemnly eating.
Well, I will get to eating myself. I need to
You
regain my energy.
You plop down
Yeah,
to the soil.
Yeah, you you did just get stabbed in the leg with the fishing spear.
That was Abeth.
That was Abeth.
Oh,
I almost incinerated goblins. Gilblins. Gil goblins.
Gilblins. So, Zulang sits down with Boji for dinner. Abeth and the rest of the main crew, as well as Lan Xiang, sit down for wine and stew. Now that there's actual water, the wine and casks are opened up, and everyone can just take as they see fit.
Thick soup-like consistency wine.
Yes, the soup is the wine is just as brothy as the soup.
Oh, God.
It's not good. I promise you that. But it is still
I don't doubt
alcoholic, and that's all that matters. The wine helps you forget about the people that were murdered today, or the person that was murdered, and the goblins that were incinerated today. Poor Gilblins. They're just having a good time.
Those guys got closed up, infernoed. They got
but
well done.
Despite the loss of one of the guards, the night is a relatively festive one now that everyone's kind of comfortable here. At least for the time being. Alright, and we cut over to... let me see if I can do this fucking... Let me see if I can do some special effects here.
I was about to say, oh no, we're having an anime moment.
Oh,
We're cutting over to the enemy encampment.
No. I very rarely do cutaways like that. But, is there anything anyone else would like to do in the night before you go to bed?
Not particularly.
Any conversations anyone would like to have? Would anyone like to talk to anyone in particular?
I'll talk to the Lord just to bring up some.
I'll gather the guards and tell them how to perform the ritual so they don't get attacked by yokai in the water.
Literally just, can I...
They're aware of the ritual, the guys just didn't do it.
I'm gonna tell them, until we can make sure our water source is secure, it might be best to actually perform the ritual.
Let me see if I can do this. One sec. Let me see this special effects shit.
Oh no! A dragon flew overhead. Or is that a
It looks
cloud?
No,
It
it's
looks more
nighttime
like-
now.
Oh.
It looks more like the shape of a giant manta ray.
Nope, it's now just nighttime.
The giant flying sky manatee.
Okay,
And
that
then-
kind of does.
And let's see if I can do this. Oh, that's lava.
What?
Hey, chill.
I haven't cast any spells that create lava yet. That is a large fire.
There you go.
Yay.
Now the camp is set up for nighttime. I really should just have a separate map for nighttime, but I just do this all on the fly. So, Suzune, you climb up the small wooden steps. They sort of creak under your feet. As you do, you see that in the tent, a candlelight is lit.
I'll ask if I can enter.
Yes, come in, Suzune. Alright, you see that Baileon is sitting at a small, sort of makeshift table made from some boxes with a plank stacked between them, and he is writing a missive or a letter. He says, he puts down the quill as you walk in. Can I help you?
I just wanted to talk, get my minds off of today's events.
Alright. I am free.
I feel like it's not my fault that that guard died.
He gives a sort of soft sigh and shakes his head. There is nothing we could have done. It was their own fault for not checking for a spirit beforehand.
Yes, granted, but maybe if I haven't gotten lost, he maybe would have survived longer.
It is possible, but there's nothing we can do about it now. There is not much to... there is no way to change the past. He dips the quill and continues writing while you speak.
Well, we just need to be careful next time. That also means we need to be careful when we collect firewood.
That isn't... I'm not too worried about firewood. We are within eyesight of the trees. He says,
Still, you never be too cautious.
He nods in agreement. The world is a magical place, and we all must be aware of it. He wraps up the small missive and says, I'm going to be... When we reach the next town, I'm going to find a messenger and send this to my family. Perhaps we can get some aid for this project we have in the north.
That would be nice if they actually help us.
Well, my family has some small hooks in the Imperial Court. Perhaps some extra supplies could be sent our way. He says he puts the note in a little scroll case and puts it in a bag. He says, is there anything else you needed before we all sleep?
No. I'll leave you to your slumber, my lord.
Alright. Good night, Suzune.
Good night.
Okay, you climb down this. You walk down. You see that Shihai is sort of. She's not in a tent. She's crouched, and sort of curled up, sleeping under, sort of half under the stairs with a blanket. She has a small sleeping bag underneath her. She seems very used to sleeping in small corners.
Am I wearing a cloak currently?
A cloak? Yeah, you could be wearing a cloak.
Yeah, I'll wrap that around her to give her extra comfort.
Okay, yeah, you set it down on her. She's still asleep. She doesn't seem to notice, but you sort of just set your cloak gently on her like a blanket. All right. The camp is quiet. Most people are asleep now at this point. There aren't that many tents, so people are just like stuffed into tents. Although some people are still awake, obviously.
I can't quite tell if Lou is either sleeping or is he got so drunk that he's on his back.
Passed out drunk.
Yeah, I would have guessed.
Boji is sitting close to the fire just with his hands in it. Many of the people are asleep. So well as some guards are also sleeping. Alaka is sitting on a small stool outside the medical tent here. Ayami and Abeth, what are you two doing in the late but still early night?
I am just, glancing through my spell book, preparing things for the next day, and basically gonna be almost immediately going to sleep because I got stabbed.
True.
I'm also probably gonna be sleeping soon.
By the way, when you return, Alaka would give you a cure light wounds for that stab wound. So here you go.
Fishing spears, the most dangerous of the spears.
Yep. She rests her hands on your thigh in a platonic way. And there's like a gentle, warm feeling, and you see the wound clear up, and the pain goes away. Before she goes back to tending to this hurt guard.
It's mostly sleep for me.
All right. So, gang, first things first. We hit level 2.
Yay!
You survived your first fight. That was challenging, by the way. That was a challenging level CR fight. It wasn't like hard or impossible, but it was like a middle fight.
It didn't really feel that way, honestly. It felt very
I cleaved a goblin really pretty
No,
much
but I mean, to
recently.
be fair, I've always noticed when it comes to tabletop games, when the threat levels are always underwhelming. When they say like, oh yeah, this is the threat level for this kind of party, but then you
what's it got? Well, first of all, I was gonna say you guys are level 1, so I'm not gonna throw like anything crazy at you. That was just a mid-tier fight. It was originally supposed to be 5 Gilblins in the yokai, but I did some playtesting and you guys got your asses beat like 1 out of 4 times, and I was like, there's a chance that they could TPK technically from this fight, and I really didn't want that. So I made it slightly easier so that it was pretty much impossible for you guys to TPK in that fight.
I'm trying to remember, do we get full HP or...
First of all, you guys level up, so you guys fully heal.
Yeah, I'm referring to like gaining HP per level.
So we'll do the levels since you're very eager. Let's do your level first, Beth.
Well, like I said, I'm just more like HP die.
You roll your HP.
Okay, so first level is full HP.
And
then we roll.
yes, and if you what's it called? If you get less than the average, you can take average. But because you're a melee character, your average is average plus 1.
Weird how May just works like that.
No, that's literally just that's a rule that I do.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, you rolled an 8.
I got max.
Whoa,
So that's
Nice.
That's another 10 HP for me.
balling over there.
Jesus be ballin'. Here, wait. Let me find the gift for that. Jesus be ballin'. 1 sec. Because that joke won't make any sense without it won't make any sense without the gif.
No, I just remember a picture of Jesus literally breaking the ankles of Satan playing basketball.
There you go. Jesus be ballin'.
Spell strike.
So Abeth, you get spell strike. That's cool. You get an additional 1 spell slot.
Yeah.
And you get, let's see, what's spell strike? Whenever you cast a spell with a range of touch. Oh my god, this is the thing that you did with the shocking grasp.
Oh god damn it! It was a.
It didn't matter because it literally just waste the spell slot for nothing because the extra damage didn't matter. But you can now do that. Whenever you do a touch spell, you can deliver it as part of a melee attack.
Okay.
So literally nothing changes. Because you were already doing that.
Evolved slightly.
And you get an additional you get an additional 2 spells to add to your spellbook.
Yeah, so that's gotta be fun to figure out what.
You got your sheet, right?
Yeah, how much?
Okay, sweet. And you also get 2 plus int spell. You get 2 plus int skill points, so you get 5 skill points to spend. I'll show you how to alter your skills. So, click your token. Make sure your token's selected. Then there's a yellow button that says Edit Care. Like Edit Character.
Okay.
Oh, Julang's already done his. Then you click that. and you see where it says skills.
Mm-hmm.
Click that. And you should literally see all the skills in the game. You just add your points in the rank section. Oh, wait a second. You never had any skills. 1 second. Hey, Beth. I may have forgotten to give you skills. 1 second.
Bruh.
Spellcraft, craft clothing, profession keep profession brewer. Wow, you have a lot of professions.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the character is more or less a commoner turned adventure if you think about it.
Okay, exit out of that skill thing. I'll do this in a sec, and then you can do it.
Okay, there's that.
By the way, profession dance. That'd be perform dance.
Okay,
If you want dancer as a job, it'd be profession courtesan.
Okay, well, okay, that's what it's. So it's not profession, it's perform. Right.
It'd be perform for the actual dancing, but to make your living as a dancer, it'd be profession courtesan. So I added that.
Okay.
Fashion stripper.
Profession
Yeah.
escort. Thank you very much.
Hey, no, they don't do anything like that. They just show off. There's a difference.
Let's see. Profession, and then you get weaving for craft clothing.
Okay.
Okay, now you can alter your skills and add points. Zhulang, you've done yours.
I
Dude.
can't find the thing to add anything.
Well, I'll be to you in a sec. Abeth, the only thing that you need to add is skill points, and you're totally done.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yep. Zhulang, roll me some HP.
Give me 1 second. I'm still going through my skills.
Oh, and Abeth, your BAB goes up by 1.
Oh, yeah, right.
So you get a +1 to hit. That's cool. We're actually level 2 now, so I can actually throw things at you that are hard, and you won't instantly die from 1 hit.
You say that, but
More than likely. But I have had a level 6 character get instant killed by a Cyclops with a Great Axe crit. Just like instantly kill him.
Christ.
Beryl also got one tapped by that raptor.
To be fair, that was 4 attacks, but yes, it was 1 turn.
And I was the tankiest person there, I think.
Yep, you were
terms of-
literally pounced by a Velociraptor, and got ripped to shreds. It was very funny.
At the highest AC and HP, I think, out of that group.
Oh, whoops.
That is not how you do it. That's that's the 1d8 subreddit.
This subreddit does not exist.
How do you do it again, Pinky?
/roll or /r space. We've been playing D&D for nearly a year at Map Tools. Okay, 1. So you
Oh,
get
shit.
5.
That face.
Sag.
5 plus con modifier.
Yep, it automatically adds. Do you want to...
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, you know. That doesn't make any sense. I was going to say something, but it wouldn't make any sense.
Oh, and when I level up, do I go by my mutated or my base intelligence?
Your base.
Okay.
So wait, you're unmutated now at this point.
Yeah.
1 sec.
I get 1 BAB.
Yep, all your stats are already done. You just gotta add your
Okay.
skill points.
I get a discovery.
Ooh, you get your discovery. What discovery are you picking?
Feral.
Feral.
Feral, whatever.
Mutagen.
hold on. Yeah.
I'm just gonna
Gives
start
me
seeing-
natural attacks.
Feral
I'm just gonna-
mutagen. Let's see.
gonna start seeing the
You gain
plus-
2 claws and a bite attack when you imbibe your mutagen. Wow, you're literally just becoming Grim but a turtle.
He's literally gonna become rabid.
See, do I get anything for vivisectionist? I think so. Vivisection is 2nd level. Adds Death Watch to my formula book.
Oh, you get the spell Death Watch?
Yes.
Nice.
That is a name for a subclass.
A Vivisectionist, yeah, he's all about tearing bodies apart. He gets sneak attack instead of bombs.
Jesus.
Wow.
And do I get an extra spell at this level? Or...
Let's see. Oh, yeah, I believe you add, let's see, class features, alchemy. You get a formula list. When you level up, you get... Yep, every time you level up, you add 1 new formula of any level you can create.
Okay. Cheers to wine.
Do you have natural... Do you have weapon focus? Natural? Yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. And give you your bite attack. You ever been bit by a turtle? Hurts.
Yes, I have. Yeah, it does hurt.
No, well, obviously they don't let go of the green
That's
bastard.
why you gotta chuck him at a wall.
Listen here, you oversized alligator snapping turtle.
He do
No,
literally...
If you get bit one of those, you're just losing the part they bit.
Let's see.
You'll
And
be
the bite,
lucky
wow,
if
the
you
bite does
even
the bite
get
does a D8 damage. It's pretty good.
Does the same amount of damage as my second sword.
All right, Zulang. Once your skills are done, you're done.
Yep.
Up next, let's
ready.
do you next. Ayami.
Okay. Roll
So,
1d6.
You're a level 2 sorceress. Yeah, give me a D6. You get nothing except for one
7
additional. Nope, actually, you get nothing except one additional cantrip node.
Yep. And 1 extra spell slot.
Yep, and 1 extra spell slot per level, or yeah, just straight up.
Yeah,
And you get-
sorcerers are very sparse on getting anything.
And you get +1 BAB.
And +3 will save.
Yep. That's it.
Yep.
That's it. Yeah. And your skills. You know how to do skills?
Wait, what is my constitution again? I forget. I think it's +1, right?
Yep. It's all automatically added into your token.
Okay, no, I just forget. I have so many characters I play. Skills, I get 3.
Yep.
I
Your
need
current
to-
skill points are in. You know how to do the skills?
No.
Okay. Well, click your character.
Okay.
Click edit character. It's the yellow button
Uh,
on the right.
I'm finding it. There it is. Edit char.
And then click skills.
Skills. Okay.
And there you go. Add to ranks. Make sure you press save when you're done.
Yes.
That's for you too, Abeth. Make sure you press save at the bottom.
Okay, that is.
Abeth, are you
nice.
adding knowledge skills to yourself?
Yes.
That's a good thing to do.
Don't add knowledge. I'll do all the knowledge stuff.
Well, I mean, I do have ranks in some knowledge skills.
Do you guys want to split your knowledge skills, or do you want to double up so you don't fail something?
I'll never fail.
Wow, did you know there's a Kitsune bloodline? Ayami?
There is, but it's third party.
It's very cool.
It is. It has Foxfire. It gives me an actual ranged attack I can use 7 times a day.
As long as I'm not trying to disguise myself, bluff, or stealth, we're all good.
Yeah, you're really
'Cause
bad
I
at that.
literally have a -5 to those.
So,
Oh,
Mr.
don't worry.
Samurai. Give me a D10. And your average is 6. 7. Alright.
Hey,
Nice.
that's good.
Hey, Pog.
I was making sure it added everything.
Oh, I accidentally put 21 hit dice, not 2.
Oh!
There you go. You now have 2 hit dice.
I am the most.
First things first. Level 2. You get the combat style ranger. You get the combat style ranger ability, but you must choose 2 weapon style, and 2 weapon fighting must be your first feat. So you get 2 weapon fighting for free.
Word. Cool.
So now you can actually fight with both weapons and not have a -6 penalty.
I can finally duel them.
That's it. I believe that's literally it. Yep, that's literally it.
I mean, yeah.
Usually you would get your order ability, but because you're a ninjutsu or what's it called, ninjutsu master, you're not in an order.
Yeah.
Remember, you also have challenge and resolve.
Yeah.
You have not used those yet, but you really didn't need to for last fight.
I mean, yeah, the last fight wasn't too hard that I needed to use those.
And you get 2 + 8 skill points, so you get 1 skill point.
Cool.
That is what we in the business call poggers. What business is that? Don't ask me.
Let's see. First level spells. What are some good first level spells to pick from? I believe I got 2 more.
I might take days.
You know what? I'm just gonna do the same. I'm just gonna do the same thing. Magic missile, because that's always a good one.
Daze is a good one. Daze is really good. You can really just lock someone in place.
No, they're immune for a minute after the use. It's a cantrip.
True. Oh, my phone is telling me it's time to drink water. Thank you, phone.
Magic missile and
So, Suzune, if you look at your attacks, you'll see you now have, what, 2-weapon katana and 2-weapon wakizashi. Those are meant to be used at the same time. They come with your ability already used. So, for example, your full attack would look like this.
Ooh, nice.
What big damage were just thrown around? Oh boy.
Oh, just wait till 3rd level.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's using your strength.
Yeah, remember, I'm better with my dex.
Sorry, I forgot to...
Grease is always a good one. What's the one I'm thinking of? It's like the Pathfinder equivalency of Sure Strike.
We'll say. I think next level I actually.
Oh my
get some
god, I just realized that
good
all of your
stuff.
weapons have been using strength since the beginning.
Oh, that actually makes sense now for some of the things.
They
That
should be
makes
using
sense.
dex for damage and strength for damage.
Yeah, that actually kind of makes sense now. That I should have actually hit that goddamn fish.
Okay, so here is your actual katana hit.
Nice.
Yeah, that was a 6 on the dice. So you get a +7 to hit, and a
Nice.
+3 to damage.
Yeah, I start getting kind of stupid next level. I'm getting Charm Person and Misdirection as
This is
free
this is
spells.
this is the face of stupid.
I mean,
Look
yes,
at that.
I only
Look
have
at that.
I
Not
only
a-
have a 12 intelligence.
Not a single thought behind those eyes. Like
Himbo
like a
energy.
himbo, but a girl bimbo.
Well, I will tell you something fun. This character, when I originally wrote them, was trans.
Pog.
Alright, so I know the
Word.
2 spells I'm picking up this level: Magic Missile and True Strike.
Cool.
What does Misdirection do?
Misdirection
it's
allows
not
you
that
to
fun.
misdirect your alignment.
Yeah. That's not that. I mean, maybe that's useful if I'm trying to trick someone that I am evil, because I am neutral good.
Same. We can be best friends until
List.
7th level.
Why? Why
Because then
7th level?
alignment flips back and forth depending on my form. Hey, I was knocked over unconscious. Why'd you?
Fine,
fix
here,
me?
you're going in the horse stable.
I
Oh,
am
no,
fine
is
with
it-
that.
That's it, I'm putting you on the isometric.
How in the fuck did you do
All
that?
right, Tanky. Here
Even
it
so-
comes.
No, don't do that. Here, I actually have a button that fixes that, see? I have a button that immediately deletes and then replicates a token.
By the way, you forgot to. Here's the thing. You forgot to tick finessable when it came to the weapon on my end. So even I was using my strength to attack.
Nope, nope. I didn't take finessable, but I went into the weapon and manually changed it to use Dex.
Huh.
So yep, if you mouse over, if you go back and look at your attacks and mouse over what says standard attack, it actually shows you the math.
Hey Tanky, now that I have a +1 BAB, I do have a bite attack I can use sometimes.
That is if you shift back into your fox form, yes.
I don't have it in my actual attack frame though.
Okay, I will. Oh, actually, no. That's just a regular natural attack. If you scroll down on the attack frame all the way to the bottom
I am all the way at the bottom.
of the attack frame of the weapon choice.
Oh, of the weapon choice. Oh, neat. Yeah, I don't
Yep,
have
see?
anything.
So if you mouse over where it says attack 1, Abeth, it shows you all the math and what you added, what you rolled.
Okay.
See, it does add dex. Yep, and there's your bite weapon. Which, because Pathfinder's stupid, does bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage all at once.
I'm whacking you with my face. My teeth slash you and pierce you at the same time.
You do have to become a furry to do that, though.
I mean, hey, technically, this is a form that's just an illusion.
It is true.
I'm technically always furry.
Well, I suppose third level I could.
That's my secret cap. I'm always furry.
No, I'll just. Do I want to pick up Dervish Dance next level, or do I want to pick up Defensive Casting?
Dervish Dance is the one that gives you damage on dex, right?
Yes.
I'd pick that up.
Okay.
So level 2 is kind of boring. Level 3 is where it gets cool for everybody.
I mean,
Level
yeah,
3 is when I get my talking weapon.
Yeah.
Well,
level
I'm
3 is
still
when my peace
undecided on
morphs
what kind of personality I want to give your Blackblade.
Oh, it's gonna be the same alignment as me as Chaotic Good. So.
Well. Think I even get anything fun at level 3.
I'm just trying to think of a voice. So, gang, this is the end of the session. I know it's short, but I had to do the whole thing with, asking you where you want to go because I couldn't have everything prepared.
So we're gonna be headed north. Probably first stop is to that one city.
Yeah.
Yep, so everything will be prepared for next time. I'm saving the campaign.
Okay.
Okay, campaign is saved. And that's the end for today's session, guys. What did you think?
You're not gonna heal us before you save?
Oh, sorry. Here, let me... Boop. Oh, yeah, because you guys leveled up. Everyone, you get the WoW golden ding thing. Where it, heals you to full health. There you go.
Nice.
So, you can also see everyone's HP there. 22, 20, 13, 19.
Oh god, I have an unlucky number.
Ami, do you want to draw a card to see how your travels are going to be?
You know what? Yes, I shall. It's 54, right?
Give me a D54. 20.
20.
Alright.
I think I'm still in Constitution.
Yep, you're still in Constitution. This, is you pull the card, and it and you pull out a card. On the card is the art of a group of people huddled together. Their heads are hooded, so they're just vague humanoids. But it's called the Survivors.
Oh.
This is not a joke. This is literally the card you drew. It's the neutral good card of Constitution. It represents a creature that has managed to survive a terrible ordeal.
I mean, technically true.
I mean, I guess this isn't my card. It's that one guard's card.
No,
Yeah,
either
it's
that
the
or
one.
it's ours.
It's the
ours.
card of the group.
I mean, if you think about it, it's like one of those things of we got away.
The tarot deck has been surprisingly accurate.
Yes.
My Haro deck.
Oh yeah, it's Haro, not Taro in this universe.
Yeah, I can't wait till level 15, which I don't think we'll reach, when I can just walk into the dimension of the Haro and live there.
Screw this place. I'm building my city in the Haro dimension.
I
I
can't
just get
wait
a
till
house.
15 when I become completely broken.
I mean, I become broken at level 7.
I was about to say, guys, you guys will become broken by like level 9. This is Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Well, at
Yeah,
level
granted.
I get 12 free spells a day at level 7. Or
At
9.
level 7, I become nigh unstoppable.
So, gang, that's the end of today's session. I'm gonna stop the recording right about now.